Come on, come on, come on. Let's see, go to search. Can you see me? Oh, snap. There we go. There it is. There it is. Perfect. Go to kick. Go to kick. Check 1 2, check 1 2, 1 2, 1 2, 1 2, 1 2, 1 2, check 1 2. Check 1 2, check 1 2, 1 2, 1 2. Check 1 2, check 1 2, check. 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 Okay. I just gotta get close to this mic. Alright, bet. Alright, here we go. Let's start today. Let's start it off nice. Let's see what we got going on. Check. I gotta get close to this mic. I need to get closer to the mic. I want to get one of those mics that go pretty much to your face with the check. How about if I chill this way? Check 1 2. Heck yeah. Alright, let's get some stuff on the chat. Let's go here, go here. There's something I want to watch with Destiny in it. You know how he pops off, so that's always fun. Check 1 2, check 1 2. History. Oh, I knocked out hard. Let's see. All right, here we go.
Number of people that get implicated in this. People want blood. And if he doesn't give it, they're going to be upset.
Are you okay, little bro? My God.
I mean, I'm really glad to see that, he's using his, investigative reporting skills on something.
Just to be clear, all CoffeeZilla is doing is reading the same mainstream media that Asmongold is too stupid, lazy, and incompetent to read himself, and then accuses of all being biased. Every single thing that CoffeeZilla has said has just come from him. And I'm not taking anything away from CoffeeZilla. He's a smart guy, but he's just reading the mainstream reporting on this. This is the streamer holocaust. You give him a book and you give him some paper, and then you give him a loaded gun and you say, here's your choice. 1 hour of reading every day or yourself. And 95% of streamers and YouTubers that cover the news would be dead.
The Justice Department.
You're damn right. I'm not reading the whole damn book. Shut the fuck up.
Told Trump in May that his name is among many in the Epstein files. A lot of people are going to tell you, oh, that's...
Asmongold has a react to this video.
There's no way they already got Asmongold to switch sides, right?
This changes everything, ... Everyone should know about this, ... Oh, is this where August gets his titles from?
Our president is far more implicated in the Epstein files than we previously thought. This is according to a Wall Street Journal article. The Justice Department told Trump in May that his name is among many in the Epstein files. A lot of people are going to tell you, oh, that's old news. We knew he was in the flight logs. We knew he was in these phone records.
Knew that.
But that's not what we're talking about. Those were already public. Jeffrey's Black Book, that was already out there. This is a new review of documents that we're talking about. We're going to go through all of it. And we're going to start with Trump actually being asked directly if he was told by his attorney general whether he was mentioned in the Epstein files, and he says no.
Did she tell you at all that your name appeared in the file?
No, she's given us just a very quick briefing.
So there we have Trump denying being told that his name was in the Epstein files, but a lot of people were wondering, well, then why are you acting so weird with these files?
Are you still talking about Jeffrey Epstein?
It's pretty boring stuff that were made up.
He is acting weird, bro. Like, if he's not guilty, he's sure doing a good job acting like he's guilty. He's doing a great job acting like he's guilty.
By Obama.
Luckily, we unearthed an interview where Trump actually hints to the fact that he was in fact told that he was in the Epstein files, and it was all fake stuff.
They've been running these files. And so much of the things that we found were fake with me.
Now, that file review is going to be separate from what we talked about with the flight logs, the Black Book, things like that. According to the Wall Street Journal, when the Justice Department officials reviewed what Attorney General Pam Bondi called a truckload of documents...
He's extremely biased against Trump. Take whatever he says with a grain of salt. I mean, I don't know whether he is or not. I mean, I just think in my opinion, it's not about Trump. Like, it's a lot bigger than Trump. Trump is just like... It's just one person. Like, this is it's an ongoing, it is an indicator of a commutation of justice and like a lack of justice. That's really the problem. That's really the issue. Trump is like one part of that. It's not the main thing.
There's another thing. Keep an eye on this. There's this thing that happens where if you talk about something bad for Biden or Kamala, there is it called active voice versus passive voice? Would it be like Biden is doing something bad, Kamala is doing something bad, but then when something bad is happening with Trump, it'll be like, this is bad, or this is a bad thing. There's like a decentering of the responsible party whenever there's something involving Trump. Tom might have even done it, I think, in our debate or our conversation, Tom Bilyeu, I think, where like, if it was Biden, it would be right now Biden has made inflation really bad. But when it's Trump, it's like right now inflation is like a little high. There's like this passive thing. And Asman is doing it in a more like deliberate manner here where it's like, well, if there is something really bad happening with the Epstein stuff, Trump is just a small piece of it. How? Excuse me. This is a former president and current president of the United States of America. All of these departments are his and his alone to control. How is it anybody but him as the central figure here?
Related to Epstein earlier this year, they discovered that Donald Trump's name appeared multiple times, according to senior administration officials. So, if you remember phase one, right?
Yeah.
Phase one was a big scandal because Pam Bondi released these files, but it turned out that these files were an incomplete list of mostly already released stuff. So what did she actually release? Well, she released the flight log and she released the contact book. Then what happened? Well, Pam Bondi, super embarrassed, reached out to Kat Patel and said, hey, I need a bunch of new files. This is not enough. Give us more. She went on Fox News, started talking about, oh, I've got this truckload of documents that is separate from the flight log, from the black.
Yo, shout out to YouTube coming in. Let's go.
That we're going to review and release to the American public.
Looking at these documents going, these aren't all the Epstein files. You know, they were flight log.
Hey, is my audio okay on YouTube? I just see somebody coming in. I just want to make sure the audio's all right. If you could comment on the audio itself. How many screens can we fit on the damn screen is what I want to know. How many live streams can we fit on this motherfucker? We got 1, we got 2, we got 3, and then we got me. All right.
There were names and victims' names, and we're going, where's the rest of the stuff?
Yep.
So based on that, I gave them the deadline, Friday at 8, a truckload of evidence arrived.
Will everything else be made public?
It's always about protecting the victim. But you know what? We believe in transparency, and America has the right to know.
So there we clearly see there were
Total bullshit. Total bullshit.
2 separate reviews that happened. First, there's the disclosure in phase 1 of kind of the stuff everyone knew. And then Pam Bondi goes, oh, we got a truckload of new documents. We're going to review those and release those. And that's the review that flagged a bunch of times that Donald Trump's name appeared in here. And that's when they changed their story. Why is this a big deal? Previously, the appearance in the flight logs and the black book were the only appearances we really had of the president. There were
a lot of people that were in the flight logs that probably weren't implicated in any bad behavior. Like, I don't even understand why this is even being discussed. Like, Jeffrey Epstein was like a massive socialite. He interacted with everybody. It's not like just because he interacted with somebody means that they went to his island to f kids. It's like, it's such a red herring. I don't even understand why it's being discussed. How is it that you have 10,000 hours of footage?
What do you think of the concept politics is war? I heard it years ago, and I can't stop thinking about it these days, how Republicans view politics as civil warfare, basically. Kind of, but no. Politics, because even war, to some extent, has rules, okay? Like, you can't just nuke everybody because you're unhappy with how a certain conflict is going, because people realize that there's some level of mutually assured destruction there. I don't know how true it is, but I've heard that, like, even in World War I and II, there could have been way more usage of, like, chemical weapons and gas attacks and stuff, but in general, people just didn't really engage in it that much because they were worried about the other side doing it a ton. And that there was just kind of like this unwritten rule of like, maybe we should just kind of like chill a little bit on this shit. Politics in the United States is like if one side was allowed to do whatever they want and the other side wasn't. That's what, like, the asymmetry is the thing I'm going to keep harping on over and over again. Like, you just, like, the asymmetry is just unhinged. That it can't be that way, which is why I'm going to make one kitty joke every single day until Republicans admit that they're unhinged. Okay.
I feel like both parties are unhinged, bro. Whoever's in power is unhinged. So it doesn't fucking matter.
I make one yesterday? Yeah, I did. Okay. I'll think of another one for today.
But you're not able to identify anybody in that footage.
Nothing else related to Trump there. It's also notable because Senator Dick Durbin said that the FBI was explicitly instructed to flag Trump's name if it came up in the files.
Attorney General's pressure on FBI to quickly review and produce more Epstein documents as promised. These officials were told to, quote, flag any records in which President Trump was mentioned.
Right. They had a new review where thousands of FBI agents combed through these things, flagging the president's name anywhere it appeared in this truckload of new documents.
It's like, for and here's what's so weird to me about this is that, like, Epstein died in 2019. That means that Trump had over a year to, like, get rid of any of this stuff. So by the time that Biden took office in 2021, anything that was super incriminating could have been already removed. He died? I mean, I think he died. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he did. Whether he killed himself or somebody killed him, I'm pretty sure he's dead, right? I mean, do people think he's alive now?
And that is what we're talking about here. These are new revelations, new pieces of evidence about our president's possible involvement with Jeffrey Epstein. Of course, what are these files? That's what we all want to know, right? Unfortunately, it's being heavily covered up and heavily blocked. Obviously, one answer is the Wall Street Journal's prior reporting on this letter that Trump supposedly, allegedly wrote to Epstein, which talks about a secret that they both share. It's worth noting that the president said he was going to and then did sue the Wall Street Journal over this. He's seeking $10 billion about this. But
I don't know. Like, I didn't really cover that. It's hard to say. I mean, if he's automatically coming out guns blazing suing them, like, I probably assume the letter's bullshit. But I mean,
why? How many people has Trump sued so far that have said bad things about him? Why is it that if the
Yo, the South Park episode on him suing everybody was hilarious. If you guys haven't watched the new South Park yet, I'm tempted to play it on here so we can watch it again. It's so funny, dude. It's called Sermon on the Mound, and it's fucking glorious. All right, it's so good. If you haven't had a chance to watch the new South Park episode, check it out tonight after this.
I suggested that Twitter ban accounts that were Russian or Chinese bots. Why do you assume the FBI is in the wrong? But if Donald Trump comes out with a personal civil suit against somebody, you assume that Donald Trump is right. Why would you give so much credit to one side and not the other?
Yeah, I guess we're gonna have to find out.
The most interesting thing about the case is that the Wall Street Journal, its original claim was that this birthday book letter was all in the DOJ's possession earlier.
Yeah, somebody says Trump's name appeared, has no meaning beyond optics. We don't know squat. It's just red meat for the rabble. I think you're totally right. I think that they're intentionally leaving it to be opaque and abstract on purpose in order to bait people into coming to the conclusion that his name appearing in the Epstein files implies guilt. I think that's very clearly what they're doing. Like, mainstream media, clever, it's not really. It's basic, like, surface level manipulation. But I think it works with most people.
But not Asman. He's smarter. He's seen through all of it.
Truckload of new evidence, unless it was destroyed. And so one of the best ways to disprove or prove the existence of this thing would just be opening up the Epstein files.
Exactly.
Part of the reason it's so sketchy that they're not doing it. If you're saying that this reporting is false, if you're saying that this birthday book did not exist, then why not just release the files where this birthday letter was supposedly contained? In fact, in this story, we actually have breaking news. Epstein's victim's lawyer now says that the estate of Epstein are actually in possession of this birthday book containing Trump's letter.
Nux said something similar in his vid covering the South Park episode, claiming that Trump won all of his lawsuits, including the CBS one for manipulating. Nux is literally he is the neo-Nazi meme of, like, the Israeli Jew who has more concern for the country of Israel than for the United States. So that's not surprising at all. I don't even think he lives in the U.S. anymore. Yeah, no, he supports Trump.
And would be willing to turn it over to authorities. So we'll have to see where that goes.
Possession of that birthday book.
The executors of this date are in possession of that book.
So already, if true, not only is that a kill...
Oh, wait a minute. That's two separate things. He said they're in possession of the book. Does that mean the letter is in the book? This is the kind of language. See, this is the kind of that people get away with because nobody knows English anymore. Every single time they use these words, and these people are not stupid, but they think that you're stupid, and that's why they talk like this.
Shot to this lawsuit, it also proves that there's new mentions of our president in the Epstein files, which are now being covered up. Another big part of this cover-up story has been our government literally shutting down early.
It was a book of letters that were all written to Epstein for his birthday, right? Isn't that what the guy was talking about?
To avoid a vote.
Shut it down.
on the release of the Epstein files. This is because there were a bunch of representatives ready to vote actually in a bipartisan way on the release of the Epstein files. And a lot of Republicans...
Which, by the way, one of the guys, Ro Khanna, I think that's his name, who was like trying to tack on the Epstein release onto some bullshit crypto bill. I criticized that pretty heavily, but then afterwards he came up with his own separate legislation that was supported by also, I think, Thomas Massie as well, and to have it released as an independent line item, and I totally support that. I think that I don't like the tacking on bullshit to a bill in order to try to score political points, in order to like, oh, well, there's this massive defense bill spending, but there's also cancer kid research, so if you decline it, then you hate kids with cancer. Like, that's obviously manipulation, and it shouldn't work that way. But at the same time, I do think all of the information should be released. In my opinion, I think release everything. Release everything. And the only reason why I think that they shouldn't is if they have genuine 100% certainty that it was altered or something was inaccurate and made to be inaccurate.
Splintered off from the party line of not releasing it, backing the president. Speaker Mike...
I mean, again, like Biden withheld it for 4 years. Trump withheld it for 1 year whenever he was the president the first time. Like, this isn't like this is
not Trump's issue. This is bipartisan. Both sides are the same.
It's a partisan issue because Trump made it a partisan issue by running on it and talking about it a lot, and then putting people in his cabinet that were adamant about releasing it, like Kash Patel, and also even J.D. Vance said to release it, his vice president, on Theo Von's podcast. So, like, it's not a partisan issue, but Trump has made it a partisan issue.
Wow.
Johnson, because he was fearing this, announced he was cutting short the week's legislative business and sending the House home early for the summer to avoid having to hold votes on releasing the files. I can't think of something more sick than stonewalling the release of files related to a trafficker to try to protect the people implicated in it. I can't think of something more disgusting, except for the hypocrisy that it also represents, because previously, the same guy went on Benny Johnson's show, a conservative commentator, and said he was totally open to releasing the files and would vote on it.
Subpoenaing the Epstein documents from the DOJ, whether you would support.
We saw this.
For transparency, we're intellectually consistent in this. Look, Reagan used to tell us we should trust the American people. I believe in that principle. I know President Trump does as well.
I don't.
We should put everything out there and let the people decide it.
Right. We should trust the American people until it's time to release it and actually vote on it, and then you shut everything down early to avoid it. Now, Leader Mike Johnson came out and said he doesn't want to be lectured on transparency by the Democrats who didn't release the files when they were in power, and you see a similar line coming from the White House about this.
Democrats have now seized on this as if they ever wanted transparency when it comes to Jeffrey Epstein, which is an fine suggestion for any Democrat to make.
Now, to this, I just have to say, yeah, they're scoring political points.
Do you think he's using AI to censor the videos? Did she say asinine and it automatically censored ass? What do you think she said?
Fine suggestion. Have now seized on this as if they ever wanted transparency when it comes to Jeffrey Epstein, which is an fine suggestion for any Democrat to make.
Now, to this, I just have to say, yeah, they're scoring political points now, saying release the files, just like you guys scored political points when you were the party that wasn't in power.
We need to release the Epstein list. That is an important thing.
But the people who actually care about this issue, we just want the files out. So you know what?
This is what's so weird about it, is that, like, I don't care about whether it's Democrats or Republicans that are implicated at all. I just want the files released, and I want the people that are in the files to be investigated. And I agree with whoever that guy, I think it was Tim Burchett, one of the congressmen here. He said we should hang him. I like that. That sounds like a really good idea.
An easy way you can prevent having the other side score political points by saying, hey, release the files. You can actually do it. Instead, we have a bunch of performative stuff like this from A.G. Pam Bondi and the president, where right after the reporting on the birthday letter about Trump and Epstein's supposed secret, all of a sudden, like a snap, Pam Bondi comes out and goes, oh, we got to...
Here's why, by the way, here's one of the reasons why I think it's kind of bullshit about the birthday letter, is that it wasn't a secret. It wasn't a secret at all. It was obvious that Jeffrey Epstein was getting it on with young girls. Trump just said it. So now this is a secret that they're whispering about whenever he's saying it in interviews.
We got to unseal the grand jury transcripts, despite knowing that there's almost zero chance of that happening. And of course, today we find out that it was denied because they had literally no grounds to do it. It's like not something courts do for a public interest. In fact, the irony of that whole stunt to pretend to be transparent was that the Epstein survivors, which supposedly these people care about so much, were not told, they were not informed that this grand jury information was going to be unsealed. So ironically, despite saying that they want to protect the survivors of Epstein, what they really want to protect are the third parties implicated in all of this, which is why they won't
They want to protect their own interests.
The Epstein files they could release right now, 100%. Which is all in their possession, these thousands of documents that they have. In fact, the attempts to distract from the real issue of the Epstein files not being released, the cover-up that's clearly happening, it's actually been breathtaking. In fact, it compelled Trump to release 230,000 pages of documents on MLK's assassination, which I guess is fine.
That's good, but like, what about the whole like an island, right? I mean, like, that's good. And hey, by the way, again, I said complaining about this and malding works, right? We've been malding, it's been working. Keep malding.
Can you
the files could be fabricated? Well, yeah, you're going to have to cross-reference them and verify their authenticity.
Nothing has been released. What can you cross-reference them with?
Yeah, of course.
Is the conspiracy now? Why are all the conspiracies revealed decades later when we can't hold anyone accountable? But at the time the conspiracies may be happening...
You just answered your question.
all of a sudden it's, oh, well, no, we can't possibly do that. Now, there's another performative thing you should be aware of, and that's the meeting with Ghislaine Maxwell that's supposedly going to happen.
This happened today. We're going to talk about that after
they're
this.
going to actually talk to Ghislaine directly. Quote, I have communicated with the counsel for Ms. Maxwell to determine whether she would be willing to speak with prosecutors from the department. This is confirmed by Maxwell's attorney, who says, I can confirm we are in discussions with the government and that Ghislaine will always testify truthfully. We are grateful to President Trump for his commitment to uncovering the truth in his case. Why is this deeply concerning? Because the idea had been floated that there would be a public testimony to Congress under oath by Maxwell. But this is not that. This is a private meeting with the same people who have been sweeping this issue under the rug the entire time. And what is Ghislaine really focusing on? What is she actually trying to get? She's trying to get immunity. We already know she's trying to get the president's attention and say, hey, you guys kind of screwed me. You wouldn't want to be seen as, you know, not being a man of your word. We've seen those like vaguely threatening.
Fuck, this fucking level's hard, bro. Come on.
Statements by Maxwell. So what exactly are they going to get out of this? She's totally incentivized to clear everyone from this administration rather than get the truth out. Now
He brings up a great point. And logically, there's no way that I can say that isn't true, especially if it's only being done by one party. I think he's right about this. That's true.
Wow. Crazy.
We have inside information on this because recently a bunch of world leaders have been meeting with not journalists, but get this, podcasters to talk about the world affairs of the day.
Yeah.
Podcaster Tim Dillon talks about his dinner with what turns out to later be J.D. Vance and some other people where they discussed the affairs of Epstein and stuff like that. And he floats the idea of Maxwell testifying.
Ghislaine must speak. She should testify before Congress.
Yeah.
A couple of the people at the dinner, again, it was a small dinner, 3 or 4 people.
As I said, my dream scenario. Trump makes mandatory attendance every member of the Senate and Congress.
Dear President Trump.
He has her testify in front of all of them. And before she starts, he locks the doors. And as she reads out the names, the police come in and they escort every person out of the room as she reads their names. Totally like Saddam Hussein style. Yep, the Saddam strat. That's right. That would be fucking insane. And hey, that would be crazy content, right? Insane content.
They said that is not on the table at the moment, but it's not impossible. Nobody's super jazzed about it.
So the administration appears to have told Tim Dillon in a private meeting that, yeah, we really don't love the idea of her testifying. But apparently they love the idea of meeting her privately to talk to her behind closed doors where we can't know what is said. Speaking to the only person who's ever been punished at all for Epstein's crimes and whose only incentive is to her.
I think that it's true that you shouldn't take her testimony as a fact. Like, you shouldn't listen to what she's saying, like, 100% and be like, okay, this is absolutely true and she's totally telling the truth. I think there's a good chance that she's lying about a lot of what she's going to say. Really, it's not about necessarily what she's saying. It's about where she tells you to look, if that makes sense.
God, he's so fucking smart.
Yes. For all of this. So I honestly think this is a terrible idea. I think it's more of the same cover-up. Until they release these files, they're finished. And interestingly, Tim Dillon, the guy at this dinner with the administration, actually said as much.
I think if they do not release everything they have, they are done. If they do not release, and I told them that, you need to release.
More than that, human sacrifices.
Jesus Christ, bro.
If someone doesn't, if there are not at least a number of people that get implicated in this, the public bloodthirst will not be sated. There is a public bloodthirst for this. People want blood. And if he doesn't give it, they're going to be upset.
Show is literally.
Are you okay, little bro? My God.
Am I wrong?
Everything you have.
Yeah.
He's not wrong. It's kind of like we want fucking heads on bikes, bro. Heads on pikes around the White House for all the pedophiles, bro.
Doesn't take a political analyst to tell you you need to release the file. But of course, that seems to be the one thing they refuse to do. They'll do anything. They'll release MLK files. They'll probably tell you that aliens exist just to avoid releasing the Epstein files. And that is the actually most incriminating part of all of this. It's been the reaction, not the files themselves, that has made this look so bad. The unhinged response to just simple demands for following up on their words, saying they were going to release the Epstein files. Then it's, oh, we looked.
We found the public sacrifices on both sides, too. I think we need as many as possible.
President's name a bunch, and now we're not going to show you what's in there. That makes us all assume the worst about what's actually in here. So ultimately, look, I just believe we should get transparency. Obviously, there's a lot we don't know here, but a lot that has also been coming out, and it all paints a much darker picture than we previously knew. When you click pay info,
I think that it's obvious that Trump is implicated in some way. I would be willing to believe that Trump had an idea that it was going on. I would not be immediately willing to believe that Trump was doing it himself. I would require more proof than that. But I do think that in the same way that everybody in Hollywood knew about Harvey Weinstein, everybody in music knew about Diddy, I bet everybody in this echelon knew about Jeffrey Epstein. I bet they all kind of knew that it was happening, but it was kind of like a hush-hush, let's not talk about this type situation. So, I would need more proof than that. And I don't think that them saying his name being in the files is problematic. But Coffee bringing up the fact that the FBI was directed to say if his name was in the files or not to him implies that, why would you do that if you weren't guilty? Trump knows that the public doesn't give a damn about the truth. There's the video. I've been watching CoffeeZilla's videos about this topic a lot. I mean, I'm really glad to see that, you know, he's using his, you know, investigative reporting skills on something. I mean, like, as much as cryptos, as much as...
Just to be clear, all CoffeeZilla is doing is reading the same mainstream media that Asmongold is too stupid, lazy, and incompetent to read himself, and then accuses of all being biased. Every single thing that CoffeeZilla has said has just come from him...
All right, sorry about that. Mic check, 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2 1 2 1 2. Let's see if it's back. All right, sorry about that. All right, here we go. Fix my hair and let's get back in this game.
I'm not taking anything away from CoffeeZilla. He's a smart guy, but he's just reading the mainstream reporting on this. That's where all of the information is coming from. So I like how Asmongold thinks he's got some like super huge line into the Trump admin, and CoffeeZilla's like on the grounds of the Capitol, you know, digging around through his actual White House connected sources, trying to scrounge up secret information. It's all just reading like the Wall Street Journal and the New York Times reporting on this. He's so stupid. Holy shit.
Crypto scams matter, right? I mean, I think this is a much bigger scam.
Can we just get like some podcast, bro, to like memorize the 5 leading like WAPO, New York Times, and Wall Street Journal stories for the day, and then come on and like present them in like a bro way, so that it's like Asmongold can look at it and go, oh yeah, like I can tell this guy actually knows what's going on. He's got a beat on things. Like this is a smart dude. Like I don't trust the lamestream media, but this guy really knows what's up. Like holy shit.
And it's a much bigger issue, right? And so, yeah, there we go. You watch his last one. I might look at it tomorrow, right? I mean, we're going with these one at a time, but this is the one that I've seen so far. And this is, let me see if I can find it. Yeah, make sure to give the video a like and give it.
Bro, he's just mad that he don't got the following.
I like this guy a lot, and I've been watching him for quite a while. This isn't even an investigation. It's just tabloid journalism. It's tabloid journalism. Yeah.
Oh, so someone in chat even called it out. I wouldn't call it tabloid, but...
Oh, well, tabloid journalism is better than cover-ups, isn't it? So if you don't want to have tabloid journalism, then maybe you should release the files and set the record straight. Problem solved. I'll be right back. It would be crazy, though, if they announced that there were aliens to distract people from this. The funny thing is, I think it would work. Anyway, so this is what happened today. They did interview her.
The intelligence community assessed.
So why wouldn't they try to get Trump elected? Simple. It's because if they interfered in the election, it would be too high risk of an action, and it would cause too much blowback if it was discovered.
I just want to die. What does he think? What does he think? This isn't even like a debated topic. Like people don't even seriously debate this. Did Russia interfere in our election? That's not a real topic that people debate. Like there are literally indictments out for people that are directly implicated with this. Like
they also might not have had the technology or the ability to do it with.
What? They didn't have computers? They didn't have the internet in Russia in 2016?
100% certainty to get away with it. And it's unpredictable.
Bro, I actually can't.
That's the reason why. Yeah, like, I mean, again, and so that's the same reason why Putin released it so naive. No, you're actually the one that's naive because you're not thinking about this. You're thinking about this one step ahead. There's a reason why Putin has been in charge of Russia for like 30 years. It's because he's extremely intelligent. He's brutal, cunning, and
Yo, what up, Connie? He is in the chat, y'all. He has arrived, brother. How you doing? We're seeing how many screens I could fit on a screen. You got 1, 2, 3, then plus me. We got a bunch of screens going on, bro.
I just think it's crazy how many people that he doesn't like that end up dying. Isn't that weird? How does that happen? Yeah, he's an ex-KGB agent. Like, he's not stupid at all. And so anyway, like, basically, the reason why he didn't release the negative stuff about Hillary Clinton is because he was worried that there's a chance or a probability that it could also galvanize the public against Russia because they could see Russia as now attacking Hillary Clinton.
Yo, this is the Reject HQ for sure. I got screens on screens, bro. Definitely headquarters.
And then it could have the opposite effect. Whereas if he released it when she was president, it would have a guaranteed effect of negatively impacting her. And also he could use that for leverage later on down the road against her directly. Whereas whenever she's not the president, you can't use that for leverage. No, it's not both.
For one day, I just need to cover some. I just need to cover I just need to watch some that's just totally I'm just retarded on, and then I just need to give the most accurate, no, not accurate, the most confident takes. Like, how can you be this confidently like on I don't even have words for this.
It's not bullshit. It's common sense. Like, just think about it. Think about it. Never play a card unless you have to. Yeah, it's an ace up the sleeve. Yeah, you never go and do that. Yeah, it's blackmail 101. Yeah, I mean, like, I'm surprised that so many people, a lot of people don't understand anything beyond basic cause and effect. And even that's hard for people to understand. But there are oftentimes decisions that people make where they lose a battle to win a war. And I think that's very clearly what his perspective is. Yeah, it's wasteful playing it early. You need to ban these idiots. They're doing this on purpose to distract. I just think that people don't understand the way that you make decisions this way, right?
Yeah,
Why are you surprised? Do you understand actual subversion? I think I do. I think that I have a better understanding of it than most people, at least.
Yeah.
I don't think I understand it as well as Putin does. But based off of what his decisions were, it seems like they made sense based off of my understanding of subversion. It does. I spent a lot of time on the internet, playing games, dealing with people in business with stuff. Yeah, absolutely. Like, I'm not a wizard. Like, there's people that know a lot more about it than I do. But I bet if you ask them, they'd say the same thing I am.
Like, does he think that all of this is fake? That all of these indictments, this is a hamstring investigation?
I said, ice water, please. Hey, low-key glitchy in the chat for Twitch. What's poppin', man? I thought it was Loki for a second from LA. Shit, get Loki in here, bro. All right, sorry about that. They were coming into the door. I just want to make sure I was all right. All right, let's continue this fucking mess.
And we still found so much. For example, on or about March 19, 2016, Lukashev and his co-conspirators created and sent a spear phishing email to the chairman of the Clinton campaign. Lukashev used the account John356GH and an online service that abbreviated lengthy website addresses, referred to as URL shortening service. Lukashev used the account to mask a link contained in the spear phishing email, which directed the recipient to a group-created website. Lukashev altered the appearance of the sender email address in order to make it look like an email from a security notification from Google, a technique known as spoofing, instructing the user how to change his password by clicking the embedded link. Those instructions were followed. On or about March 21st, 2016, Lukashev, Yermakov, and their co-conspirators stole the contents of the chairman's email account, which consisted of over 50,000 emails, hacking into the DCC network. Does he think it's all fake? Or he doesn't believe the reality is he doesn't even know this exists. He probably doesn't know this entire investigation existed. Like it's just like it's all out here. It's all available for consumption. Defendant Internet Research Agency LLC is a Russian organization engaged in political and electoral interference operations. In or around July of 2013, the organization registered with the Russian government as a Russian corporate entity. Beginning in or around June 2014, the organization obscured its conduct by operating through a number of Russian entities, including Internet Research LLC, Media Syntez LLC, Glavset LLC, Mixinfo LLC, Asma, blah, blah, blah. Starting in or around 2014, the organization occupied an office at 55 Sivushkina Street in St. Petersburg, Russia. That location became one of the organization's operational hubs in which defendants and other co-conspirators carried out their activities to interfere in the U.S. political system, including the 2016 U.S. presidential election. The organization employed hundreds of individuals for its online operations, ranging from creators of fictitious personas to technical and administrative support. The organization's annual budget totaled the equivalent of millions of U.S. dollars. The organization was headed by a management group and organized into departments, including a graphics department, a data analysis department, a search engine optimization department, an information technology department to maintain the digital infrastructure used in organization's operations, and a finance department to budget and allocate funding. The organization sought in part to conduct what it called information warfare against the United States of America through fictitious U.S. personas on social media platforms and other internet-based media. It's all out here. Like, it's just so... In or around the later half of 2016, defendants and their co-conspirators through their organization-controlled personas began to encourage U.S. minority groups not to vote in the 2016 U.S. presidential election or to vote for a third-party U.S. presidential candidate. On or about October 16, 2016, defendants and their co-conspirators used the organization-controlled Instagram account, Woke Blacks, to post the following message. A particular hype and hatred for Trump is misleading the people and forcing blacks to vote Hillary. We cannot resort to the lesser of two evils. Then we'd surely be better off without voting at all. On or around November 3rd, 2016, defendants and their co-conspirators purchased an advertisement to promote a post on the organization-controlled Instagram account, Blacktivist, that read, in part, choose peace and vote for Jill Stein. Trust me, it's not a wasted vote. By in or around November 2016, defendants and their co-conspirators used the organization-controlled United Muslims of America, a social media account, to post anti-vote messages such as, American Muslims are boycotting elections today. Most of the American Muslim voters refuse to vote for Hillary Clinton because she wants to continue the war on Muslims in the Middle East and voted yes for invading Iraq. On or around or about August 4th, 2016, defendants and their co-conspirators began purchasing advertisements that promoted a post on the organization-controlled Facebook account Stop AI. The post alleged that Hillary Clinton has already committed voter fraud during the Democrat Iowa caucus. That one account that we used to fight with or look at a long time ago, around 2016, at 10_GOP, that was a Russian-ran account. This had like 250,000 followers on Twitter, by the way, like 10 years ago. Defendants and their co-conspirators posted that allegations of voter fraud were being investigated in North Carolina on the organization-controlled Twitter account at 10_GOP. On or about November 2nd, 2016, defendants and their co-conspirators used the same account to post allegations of hashtag voter fraud by counting tens of thousands of ineligible mail-in Hillary votes being reported in Broward County, Florida. Political advertisements included the following. So to pay for political advertisements, defendants and their co-conspirators established various Russian bank accounts and credit cards, often registered in the names of fictitious U.S. personas created and used by the organization on social media. Defendants and their co-conspirators also paid for other political advertisements using PayPal accounts. You know, a great number of black people support us saying that hashtag Hillary Clinton is...
Thank you.
My president. I say no to Hillary Clinton / I say no to manipulation. Join our hashtag Hillary Clinton for prison 2016. Donald wants...
That is never going to happen. Ever, ever, ever. No president is ever going to go to jail, nor a former president is going to go to jail. I know they keep saying it, but it's not going to happen. All right? That would look so bad it would never look good for us either way.
Defeat terrorism, ... Hillary wants to sponsor it. Vote Republican, vote Trump, and support the Second Amendment. Hillary Clinton doesn't deserve the black vote. Trump is our only hope for a better future. Hashtag never Hillary. Hashtag Hillary for prison. Hashtag Hillary for prison. Hashtag Hillary for prison 2016. Hashtag Trump 2016. Hashtag Trump. Hashtag Trump for president. Ohio wants Hillary for prison. Staging U.S. political rallies in the United States. In or around August of 2016, defendants and their co-conspirators used false U.S. personas to communicate with Trump campaign staff involved in local community outreach about the Florida Goes Trump.
Fuck, this game is so hard, dude. I keep dying. Fuck. Shit.
Please.
Defendants and their co-conspirators purchased advertisements on Facebook and Instagram to promote the Florida Goes Trump rallies. Defendants and their co-conspirators also used fake U.S. personas to contact multiple grassroots groups supporting then-candidate Trump in an unofficial capacity. Many of these groups agreed to participate in the Florida Goes Trump rallies and serve as local coordinators. After the election of Donald Trump in or around November of 2016, defendants and their co-conspirators used false U.S. personas to organize and coordinate U.S. political rallies in support of then-President-elect Trump, while simultaneously using other false U.S. personas to organize and coordinate U.S. political rallies protesting the results of the 2016 U.S. presidential election. For example, in or around November 2016, defendants and their co-conspirators organized a rally in New York through one organization-controlled group designed to, quote, show your support for President-elect Donald Trump, end quote, held on or about November 12, 2016. At the same time, defendants and their co-conspirators, through another organization-controlled group, organized a rally in New York called, quote, Trump is not my president, end quote, held on or about November 12, 2016. Similarly, defendants and their co-conspirators organized a rally entitled, quote, Charlotte against Trump, end quote, in Charlotte, North Carolina, held on or about November 19, 2016. This was just on the group that Mueller found. That I would permaban this guy if he was on my platform. It's actually, he's so retarded. Like, can't you you should have to sit down. This would be you want the streamer holocaust? You know what it would be? Here's how this is the streamer holocaust. You give him a book and you give him some paper and then you give him a loaded gun and you say, here's your choice. 1 hour of reading every day or yourself. And 95% of streamers and YouTubers that cover the news would be dead in 2 days. It's unbelievable. Like,
I ain't reading no damn book. Give me the fucking gun, brother.
Stuff is out here everywhere. It's so easy to read. It's like it's such a joke. And then instead we get Asmongold, okay, the Roach King, to tell us through common sense about how it would be impossible to ever have any kind of interference in any kind of election. Because I guess Russia didn't have computers in 2013. What do you say? They didn't have the technology for it to send an email.
But based off of what his decisions were, it seems like they made sense based off of my understanding of subversion. It does. I spent a lot of time on the internet, playing games, dealing with people in business with stuff. Yeah, absolutely. Like, I'm not a wizard. Like, there's people that know a lot more about it than I do. But I bet if you ask them, they'd say the same thing I am. Go ask them.
Omitted reliably sourced information, such as how some Russian intelligence officials were, quote unquote, planning for candidate Hillary Clinton's victory, while others assessed neither Trump nor Clinton would respect Russia's interests.
Yeah.
As was reflected in the ODNI documents that we released on Friday, multiple intelligence community assessments released in the months leading up to the November 2016 election concluded that Russia had neither the intent nor capability to impact the outcome of the U.S. election.
Yep.
On December 5th of 2016, the FBI and ODNI gave the House Intelligence Committee its first post-election classified briefing, in which there was no mention of Putin aspiring to elect Trump by either agency.
And that's the thing, too, is that even if they thought Putin was trying to get Trump elected, they didn't have a reason to, they didn't have a defined reason. It was just like a guess.
What are you talking about? Ah! What? Putin wants Gaddafi get to death with a bayonet.
Destiny's own microphone compressor is just muting him because he's so loud on his own mic. It's pretty funny.
This guy didn't hate Hillary Clinton and Obama. He's so stupid. Okay. All right. I'm done. Okay. That's enough Asmongold for today. I can't. I actually can't do it.
Is he mad about me?
Guy, if he was on my platform. It's actually, he's so like, can't you should have to sit down. This would be you want the streamer holocaust? You know what it would be? Here's how this is the streamer.
But I'm the one that gets in trouble.
Holocaust. You give him a book and you give him some paper and then what do you mean? But I'm the one that gets in trouble. I'm literally banned from your platform. What are you talking about? Is he really gonna victim?
I'm banned from your platform. Fucking Destiny, dude.
Victimize himself in front of me? Are you serious? What? You give him a loaded gun and you say, here's your choice. 1 hour of reading every day for yourself. And 95% of streamers and YouTubers that cover the news would be dead in 2 days. It's unbelievable. Like, this stuff is out here everywhere. It's so easy to read. It's like, it's such a joke. And then instead we get Asmongold, okay, the Roach King, to tell us with common sense about how it would be impossible to ever have any kind of interference in any kind of election. Because I guess Russia didn't have computers in 2013 when they didn't have the technology for it.
Yeah, everybody influences everybody's elections. That's never what was asserted. It's that they have this, and they're doing it in a
not everybody does everything. Not every. Oh my God. I don't. Okay, I don't care.
That was so fucking good. All right, I want to see the Myron I think it's called Fresh and Fit or something like that. Yeah, Fresh and Fit, anti-Semitism growing or whatever. That looked like a crazy episode. I want to see it. I'm trying to find out where it went, where it was. Debating feminists. No, deport them all. No, where's the one where they're talking about anti-Semitism and how we got there? Where can I find it? Let's see. That's a women should be in the kitchen. Change my mind. Street debate. Nah. Let's see. I'm trying to find it. Deport them all. No. Come on. Where is it at? Where is it at? Damn, there's a lot of clips. Where the fuck is it? Damn. There's just nothing but clips on this thing. I can't find it. Let's see if I can find it on this podcast. Nope. What about his lives? No. Self-defense. No. Pet. No. Former escort versus trap. No. One conservative versus Miami girls. That's fucking hilarious. Nope. I'm trying to find it. How to be money land flipping. Fresh and Fit, anti-Semitism rising. Cause he was going in. Here we go.
They've been indoctrinated. They've been indoctrinated by, again, their heroes, their father figures, the people they look up to, their parasocial daddies who are telling them all of this vile. At this point, a speech like this, there's absolutely no difference between him and Nick Fuentes. There's no difference between.
I'm looking for that Fit and Fresh podcast where the girls were talking about World War II and why even the Jewish people were in concentration camps to begin with, and they were kind of like unveiling in their own minds something must have happened where the Jews were that bad for them to even get them in the concentration camp. What did they do? And then Myron is on like geeking out on the side, like. But I just saw clips of it. I didn't know which one it was. So I'm just like, maybe this is it, and this guy's covering it. So I'm just gonna take a chance on this one.
Speech that sounds like this, and a speech that comes.
Like Myron Gaines is geeking the fuck out because he's not leading the conversation. He's just on the side, but he's like, oh shit, they're kind of like they're learning or whatever. The girls are like evolving.
Fuentes' mouth, you no longer hear it or have to hear it from a white supremacist who is white, right? There's other people who are trying to uphold white supremacy. There's other people of other races and other ethnicities who are trying to promote white supremacist ideas and trying to promote the idea of a Jewish conspiracy theory. Content warning, everybody. There's quite a bit of slurs and hardcore language and vile anti-Semitism in this clip.
Hitler was right about y'all niggas. Because the reality is this, you fucking faggots. You guys come into a country, you push your pornography, you push your fucking central banking, you push your degeneracy, you push the LGBT community, you push all this fucking bullshit into a society, you destroy it from within, and then you guys go ahead, and then you band together, you practice nepotism, you keep each other at the highest levels of echelons of government and everything else, you protect your fucking selves, because you silence free speech, you silence anything that criticizes you, and then you get rid of them, and then you go and use stupid terms, fake terms, like anti-Semitism, when half you motherfuckers aren't even really Semites. I am the Semite. I'm the fucking real Arab here. You motherfucker are Ashkenazi Jews. You assholes are European.
This is a men's betterment course. Apparently, this is the manosphere. This is what the manosphere is now just proudly showing the world. The masks are non-existent. God, how nice would a mask be at this point? Like, holy shit. This is just vile, unadulterated bigotry towards so many different groups. Spreading, yes, anti-Semitic conspiracy theories of the tallest order. This is the protocols of the elders of Zion being broadcast live in front of tens of thousands of young impressionable men who are sitting there being like, whoa, holy shit, I did, whoa. So apparently Jewish people push pornography, control all the media, control the world. They're like blah, blah, blah. Like, again, protocols of the elders of Zion, just rephrased and repackaged for today's generation.
I'm gonna sit there and say that you're fucking, oh, we're Semites. No, you're not. You're fucking not. You fucking lying fucks. And if we...
Who could have seen this coming? Like, everyone's been warning everybody that the manosphere are deeply, deeply, deeply entrenched in white supremacist rhetoric. And yes, Fresh and Fit overlap a lot with both Sneako and Nick Fuentes, by the way. And everyone who seems to be friends with Nick Fuentes or pals around with Nick Fuentes or normalizes Nick Fuentes or refuses to call him a fucking Nazi seems at some point or another to start thinking a little bit or start regurgitating a lot of the vile shit that Nick Fuentes thinks too. And then all of a sudden you start seeing this kind of stuff. This is fucking anti-Semitism. This is the shit that people should be pointing out is disgusting and damaging and horrifying and racist as fuck. Not to mention this idea, again, like I've seen Sneako's posts on this issue before where they start to talk about how, hey, ultimately we should be looking at the fact that, you know, Dr. Magnus Hirschfeld was Jewish. Where did trans people come from? Where did all these LGBTQ plus issues come from? Where did it all start? You're talking about a doctor who was, yes, persecuted for being Jewish by the Nazi regime. The world's first, the Nazis' first book burning, mass book burning, was of his institute. And a lot of the things that he was doing were groundbreaking. As a gay man himself, he was very, very interested in human sexuality and understanding it and understanding the diversity of human sexuality and trying to increase our knowledge of all these kind of topics. And now is being used by all these anti-Semitic, vile, fucking Nazi pieces of shit who are trying to spread this idea that, hey, well, maybe there was something to what Hitler was saying. Like, he starts by saying that. That's the start of this entire rant that he's going off on. And again, a lot of people who are getting into Fresh and Fit are not looking up white supremacist, anti-Jewish conspiracy theory club. Hitler Youth modern version, TikTok. Does it exist? They're not Googling that. They're Googling, how can I be popular and make friends? How can I meet women? How can I get women to like me? Kind of things. And so boom, all this stuff is going to pop up where it's like, hey, by the way, did you know that the entire world is upside down? Did you know that there's all these terms you probably don't know? Have you heard of hypergamy? Have you heard of the fact that women are selectively choosing their sexual partners to make sure that certain men are not going to be part of the DNA of the human race anymore, and that are actually trying to fuck humans out of existence that they don't like? They're actually selectively choosing and breeding the future of the human race. A lot of this also has to do with ba-ba-ba-bam. That's where all this shit comes in. That's why there's always so much overlap between the white supremacist groups and the manosphere. That's why so much of the manosphere people will pal around with straight up neo-Nazis like Nick Fuentes and talk to him, and then he'll be like, well, yeah, actually, I don't know if you know this, but there's people who control all of the media, and we're not allowed to talk about it, but yeah, I figured it out. I know exactly who's doing it. It's women, and it's, oh, whoa, he's getting right to the question there. He's doing it. He's the fucking hell. And now, at this point, this you know how there are a whole bunch of gropers and fucking Nick Fuentes fans and shit like that who sit there saying that, like, we...
You know, I never seen a Nick Fuentes clip ever. So I guess afterwards I'll look into that too.
Beast of your creation. You are the ones who entered our spaces. You are the ones who stole our birthright. You're the ones who stole our manhood. You're the ones who told blah, blah, blah. All that shit, like, they're the ones saying that kind of stuff. They've been indoctrinated. They've been indoctrinated by, again, their heroes, their father figures, the people they look up to, their parasocial daddies who are telling them all of this vile shit. At this point, a speech like this, there's absolutely no difference between him and Nick Fuentes. There's no difference between a speech that sounds like this and a speech that comes out of Nick Fuentes' mouth.
Hey, Connie, do you know who Nick Fuentes is? Watch David Blaine or Magic movie on YouTube. Yo, Empire, what's up? Watch David Blaine Real or Magic movie on YouTube. Maybe we could do that. David Blaine? I haven't seen David Blaine in a minute. I just seen a bunch of like memes of him, but I haven't seen him in a long time. Not like since like the magic shows on TV, but that was a long time ago.
longer hear it or have to hear it from a white supremacist who is white, right? There's other people who are trying to uphold white supremacy. There's other people of other races and other ethnicities who are trying to promote white supremacist ideas and trying to promote the idea of a Jewish conspiracy theory and all that kind of shit. The same thing can be said for, I don't know if you know Dan Bilzerian. He happens to be, like, for a long time, Dan Bilzerian's entire thing was that he was a fucking playboy. The guy is super rich. He's super chiseled, except he always forgot leg day. But all he would do was post videos of himself with probably 10 to 15 gorgeous women. All the, you know, young men who look at it are like, oh my God, that guy is living the dream. Look, he's got a fucking harem, a modern day harem of all these supermodels. He's always hanging out on billionaire yachts, fucking private jets, all this kind of stuff. He just travels the world. And all he does is work out and fuck hot women. This is my dream. I can't wait to live like Dan Bilzerian. Oh my God, that's what I knew Dan Bilzerian. When Jackson Hinkle used to say, like, one of my biggest heroes was Dan Bilzerian, I'm like, yeah, fucking of course. Misogynists love this shit. You know, he's basically Andrew Tate without all of the hardcore baggage that comes with an Andrew Tate. Well, guess what? He's also spreading these vile anti-Semitic conspiracy theories. I don't like a religion that says they're better than other people. That's all religions, bro. Bro, are you serious? Every religion is the one true God, the one true religion. Why do you think Christianity is so hyper-focused? Why are the first 3 commandments of the 10 commandments about not coveting other gods, not worshiping false idols, all that kind of shit? Because you're supposed to be a Christian, not a Jewish person. You're not supposed to be a Muslim. You're supposed to be a fucking Christian. That's a core part of a lot of religions.
You're damn right. You heathens. No, I'm just kidding.
So to suddenly think that this is a uniquely thing that only Jewish people believe is absolutely absurd.
You do.
I don't like a religion that says that they're better than other people. And what's that?
Well, you do. You obviously do. It's blatant. No one watching this will draw any other conclusion. I'm staggered about how brazen you've been.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like it when people think they're better than other people. And you see that in Israel, and they're acting like that, and they're treating Palestinians like...
See, what's happening here is this is the real danger of all these Christian nationalists who've been consistently conflating the actions of Israel with all Jewish people. Here you go. Here's a Dan Bilzerian utilizing that and then suddenly weaponizing it to spread real-ass anti-Semitism. Because again, this idea where it's like a criticism of the actions of a sovereign state happened to be a criticism of every single Jewish person. Well,
Empire says Dan is just premium membership of Andrew Tate. I've never heard of Dan, to be honest, before. I've seen him on like posts where he's like doing the whole vape thing with some random white bitches like on him. Like I've seen those, but I didn't know who he was. And I was like, this guy's kind of funny because he looks like a man's man, right? But he's got no fucking family, so it's like I don't know what he's promoting. He's like a lumberjack dude that doesn't hold an axe. He's just like chilling. It's just funny. Like he doesn't produce. He's just there kind of thing, you know? Like he's just rich and he just worked out and people fuck with it. And I was like, I guess so. Why not? I'm not hating on it, you know?
Majority of a lot of the resistance groups in North America are led by a lot of Jewish people. There's Jewish Voices for Peace, if not now org. These organizations are led by Jewish people who are trying to tell the world we do not agree with the actions of Israel. We do not agree with the genocide of Palestinians. We do not agree with ethnic cleansing. That is not part of our beliefs. Our core tenet and belief that we've been taught from day one as Jewish students have consistently been to save one life is to save the world, which yes is a profoundly beautiful sentiment, one that I wish everybody believed. And honestly, now you've got these assholes, these racists, who are weaponizing it. This was always going to be the danger of letting this monstrously huge population of Christian nationalists in the United States peddle this anti-Semitic idea that every single thing that Israel does as a nation counts towards every single thing that every Jewish person believes globally, which is simply not the case. They have to be separated. If you don't separate them, it allows for racists and anti-Semites like Dan Bilzerian to spread this vile filth.
Second-class citizens, they're treating them like subhuman beasts, and it sells that in their Talmud. So it says if you are not a Jew, that you are basically subhuman. And I don't think
that's true. It does say that though. It says like you're cattle or something like that. So maybe, but this is like the extreme Jewish people. There's always an extreme version of everybody, right? Like the Muslim people, there's the jihadists that fucking blow themselves up and shit like that. And Jewish culture is the Talmud people. They like believe that everyone is cattle that is not them. And then Christians, you know, they did crusades and against it back in the day. And then Catholics, they killed everybody back in the day too. So it's just like another extreme version. This is like the extreme Jewish Jew, like a super Jew. No, I'm just kidding. But like the extreme version of their belief system that's just like really harmful to others, I guess you could say. But every religion has them, you know?
Judaism and Christianity go hand in hand. I mean, they believe that Jesus is in hell burning in human shit, and they believe the Virgin Mary is a whore. So I don't think those are two religions that really intersect very well. But, you know, we've been programmed that they do.
This is also the huge danger of having billionaires, by the way, and multi-millionaires with some of the biggest platforms in the world, you know? Like, this guy has the ability to shape and mold and speak to so many young minds, and so many people are so many young men are so inspired just by his Instagram account that is just completely filled with beautiful, gorgeous women and supermodels, and him hanging out with them, and him being on yachts, and the same thing with Andrew Tate, you know, with his fucking ugly ass Bugattis. But like, that's just, you know, I guess a matter of personal preference. Some people seem to love those cars, but selling and pitching this idea to young men, I'm living the dream, so too can you. And you know what the dream is? The dream is my life. Look what I do. All day, all I get to do is work out, although it seems like he's kind of been hitting the estrogen or something. I don't know what's going on there. But either way, all I do is work out all day. I get my pump on. I'm fucking monster, fucking swollen, chiseled, exactly what you think a man should be. This is the ideal, the fucking, you know, the ideal male archetype. I get all of these gorgeous women. I'm rich as fuck. This is the dream. Every one of you has to, like, this is lifestyles of the rich and famous for fucking young teenage virgins and little boys who are just like, I want this. This is what I want to have. I want to have this life. Look at all these beautiful women. Look at all these cars. Look at these yachts. Look at this kind of shit. I want that. And now that they have these monstrously huge platforms and they're super famous online, they're spreading all this vile garbage. It wasn't Jewish people who destroyed Jesus. Jesus was Jewish. He was Jewish. It was the Romans.
I have one person in my in my DMs. He's fucking hilarious, but he said that Jesus was not a Jew. He said that Jesus hated Jews like to the fullest. He said that they were like the Satan kids of Satan, and I was like, brother, I think you're just too in the hole of conspiracies, but because I'm pretty sure he was a Jewish dude. But I mean, this guy's like numerology and all that astrology, like he's super like in the hole. So I take it with a grain of salt. He's hilarious though.
It was the Romans who did this. Every time I see this online, I'm like, oh, I know I've like ventured into the anti-Semitic corners of the internet. If someone's like, who killed Jesus? The Romans? And even if like Jewish people had suddenly banded together and then were super powerful and they just selectively chose and targeted Jesus, this all happened a very long time ago. In what world are we supposed to be persecuting an entire group of people for things that were written in scripture, or for things that like people like? We don't do this for the other groups in the same way. You know, when there happens to be, you know, an African warlord who's like, the name of my organization is the Christian Soldiers of Christ or something like that, and they do all these vile and horrifying things, the rest of the world doesn't look towards that and be like, well, you know, based on what Coney is doing, for example, every single Christian is responsible for this. I mean, his actions are the actions of every single Christian. Every single Christian now is to blame for that. Every single Christian is to blame for the Crusades. Every single Christian. This stuff happened a very long time ago. There are Christians today who don't go to church every single day because they want to enact the Inquisition. There's Christians today who go to church every single day because it gives them a sense of community, gives them a sense of family. They enjoy it. It's a social thing. They enjoy believing in these kind of things because it gives them a sense that there's an afterlife, so they don't have to worry about death as much. Maybe it gives them security in that. And yes, there's people who do horrifying things in the name of Christianity, but you can separate those two things, right? We can have gum and run like at the same time, in the same way that, yes, there is hardcore Orthodox Jewish people who believe in the literal word word of the Talmud and stuff like that, who are going to, of course, espouse things that I do not think should be enacted in law. I don't think you should be able to forcibly teach children Christianity in schools. I don't think that you should forcibly be able to enact laws based on biblical scripture. I don't think you should be able to do that. But I think every single one of those people should have a right and the ability to believe it if they want to believe it. You should be able to believe in the Jewish religion or the Christian religion or whatever religion you want, or the Muslim religion. Like, again, that's not the problem at the core of this. The problem at the core of this is now these same figures, these same men's rights manosphere, this is how you better yourself, this is how you make yourself into a better man, are now spreading vile, racist, white supremacist garbage. And like, putting Piers Morgan here in a situation where he gets a win because it's very easy for him to be like, that's disgusting, is not going to solve this problem or this crisis. It's not going to, it's not going to, help this problem. And people are trying to associate what is happening distinctly as a religious war. Rather than material acquisition, land acquisition, imperialism, colonialism, that happens to explain a lot of what is going on a lot better than, well, this is, like sometimes you see people who are like, well, this is just because one person believes in an imaginary guy in the sky versus another guy who believes in an imaginary guy in the sky. And those two imaginary guys are causing us all to fight each other. Basically, the Richard Dawkins kind of shit right now. Who, by the way, Richard Dawkins, this is totally a non sequitur. He's tweeting out that, yes, oh, well, Donald Trump may be a vile, terrible man. I have to say that Elon Musk is one of the most beautiful humans, and he only cares deeply about humanity, and he is trying to save humanity. He is our last hope, because if Elon Musk is allowed within the administration, he is surely going to do what is in his best interest. Also, now, for some reason, I despise trans people. Guy was an Islamophobe. He was a really, really talented biologist. That part is true. It's true that he was a very, very talented author. He's written a lot of great books. I've read a lot of Richard Dawkins' books. I'm a huge fan of him, but we shouldn't excuse all of this. That an evolutionary biologist is now espousing Islamophobia, transphobia, all this kind of stuff. Oh yeah, and also believes eugenics works. Can't forget about that. Sorry, I got a dono. Sam Rocher, holy shit, thank you so much for the incredibly generous donation. The world is dying because angry teen boys that never grew up, fresh and fit, and podcasts like Joe Rogan actively prey on them and keep them from learning. It's fucking evil. It's not only evil, it's like, it's now going to have a very profound effect if there is not, anyone who's going to try and create an alternative to this, which I'm personally doing right now, by the way. I'm going to share a link on the newest article that you can share with young men in your lives who want to know how to make friends, if they're socially awkward, if they're having trouble socializing or meeting people. Here is a article that has nothing to do with white supremacy, with anti-Semitism, with sexism, with misogyny, any of that, that can hopefully help someone in your life if you know a young man who's socially awkward and having trouble meeting and making friends after not only experiencing periods in my life where I have been a loser and a loner and a nerd and beaten up and all that kind of stuff. There are a lot of ways that you can help people, and young men especially, who are feeling lonely, alienated, scared, depressed, anxious, and don't know what to do.
Man, this guy's going through it. I don't care about all that. Fuck those guys, bro. I was kidding. All right, let's see if I can find something else. Oh, dude. This guy is crazy, bro. I've never seen a full podcast. I'm tempted to do it, but the clips he does is hilarious. Now, Tim Pool is a pretty much like a full right wing guy, like a MAGA guy. I'm not sure what his take is on the Epstein thing is. That's one thing I'm like, eh. But that's Hassan is cannibalizing Destiny's Orbit. Dude, Destiny has the best clips. I gotta watch it. Well, it's 2 hours, right? I don't know if I gotta watch 2 hours. Let's do this guy. If it's funny, we'll stick with it. If it's not, then I'll move on.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the podcast. For today's guest, we have Team Russia. Please welcome in.
Team Russia. Already starting off strong. All right, we gotta subscribe because I like this guy.
For today's co-host, please welcome in Mike. And then Mr. Russia, if you could just pull that mic a little bit close to yourself and introduce yourself, that would be great.
He's just in front of him, bro.
Me? Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, hi, I'm Tim.
Yeah. Can you introduce yourself, please?
Oh, sorry. I'm Tim Pool. I'm the host of Timcast IRL, and I'm just a guy on the internet complains about things. I guess complains a lot. People pay me money for it.
Why did you decide to bring some of the KGB here with you today?
Because of the death threats.
I didn't threaten to kill you.
Well, but you never know. I mean, I heard you try to kill somebody.
I tried to kill. I only pulled a knife on one guy, but I didn't hit him. I just threatened to.
Oh.
So it was just honestly an accident, if anything.
They said that you're a shady type. You're a shady type.
Just to be careful?
Just to be careful, yeah. They said that you're dangerous.
Well,
thank you, Tim Pool, for supporting Russia.
Oh, free money.
$1.
It's not free, but it's money. Do you believe in the conspiracy theory that Tim Pool was paid to promote Russian propaganda?
I don't believe that conspiracy theory.
You don't believe in it?
No, I don't believe in it.
How does that work?
That I don't believe in it?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a story that parents make up to scare kids, like the Boogeyman or Michael Jackson.
It didn't scare me. It was just like a story like, yeah, I went to the store yesterday and I grabbed a bag of milk.
A bag of milk?
Yeah.
Who sells bags of milk?
They sell that stuff in the Middle East. They sell it in bags.
Yes. I don't know about milk. I've seen them sell bags of water, though.
They do both, I'm telling you. But anyways, go ahead with the last one.
Which one?
The one about Tim Pool. That guy, I don't know, he's like an online creator, was paid to promote Russian propaganda.
This is just fake.
You were not paid?
I was paid a lot of money by a lot of people.
I heard that there was that guy, he was paid $100,000 per episode to do it. Is that not true?
It's not true.
So why did people come up and go with that story then?
Political reasons. There's, the show that we do is fairly anti-establishment. It's
actually, you could say it's pro-establishment if you think about it.
Yeah, right now it's pro-establishment, right? It is. He's not wrong.
It is. You 100%.
No, I'm saying pro-Russian establishment.
No, I call Vladimir Putin a scumbag. I said
really?
I'm fucking weak, bro.
Invade Ukraine. He was wrong to do it. He lost. The West was winning.
You said that Ukraine is the enemy of the people.
I did. The enemy of the United States.
Okay, and then let me ask you this. I saw that list came out where it said the different subscriber counts per person who were paid to promote Russian propaganda. And one of them was, dug up a little bit, and it was your channel.
Yeah, in the indictments, the U.S. government alleged that RT, Russia Today, Russian state media, had funneled money to a Tennessee company called Tenet.
Right.
And the company Tenet was licensing shows from a series of individuals in the United States that had typically right-wing views.
So it was just an accident that you got paid $100,000 to promote Russia?
Never promoted Russia.
I'm just saying, it was just that whole thing where you got paid to run the show from Tenet, the one in Tennessee, was just a joke, just an accident. You didn't know that they were being funded.
They weren't being funded.
You just said that they were funneling money.
No, I didn't. I said
or something like that.
The DOJ made an allegation and abandoned the case, and there's no evidence.
Okay.
Maybe. I don't know. All I know is the DOJ came out right before the election with this indictment of two people no one ever heard of, and then a month later they dropped it.
Well, I'll tell you this, just so, you know my view. If I was offered $100,000 per episode, I would do the same thing, so I don't have any...
I'll give you $100,000 an episode right now.
To do what?
To do this show.
To do this show?
Yeah, but I get to be your boss.
Listen, for $100,000 a show, $400,000 a month, I'll limit whatever I say. I'll be a shill. I don't give a shit.
All right. What would you do right now for $100?
Facts. I'll do the same shit. Give me that money real quick. Hey, if you see me with the Chinese people in the future, don't mind me. I'm just paying bills, brother. You know what I'm saying?
$3?
Yeah.
I'll promote Russian propaganda. I'll say...
No, I don't want Russian propaganda.
Well, yeah, I know that you do.
I'll give you $100 right now if you say Cask Brew coffee is the best coffee you've ever had.
Okay.
Say it.
I have to get the money first. I don't trust you.
We pay net, net afterwards. $100. There it is.
Now, you didn't say that I couldn't bleep it. Is that okay
well, you'd
with
be in
you?
breach of contract.
Oh my god, he said you couldn't bleep it. That's pretty good.
There's no contract.
It is. It's a verbal contract.
No, I didn't agree to not bleep it.
That's not how contracts and arrangements work.
Yeah,
That's like a movie.
I disagree completely. I don't agree with that at all. Can somebody please explain to me what's so bad about a 40-year-old dating a 12-year-old woman?
Wait, what?
Yeah, I don't
It's
understand.
very bad.
What's bad about that?
We call it rape. Children aren't developed. Their brains are not able to process this. Not to
Yeah,
mention
but
their bodies
it's
aren't
not
processed.
a child. It's a 12-year-old woman.
There's no such thing as a 12-year-old woman.
Yes, there is, and birds do it all the time.
Tim Pool
But I just gave.
Russia.
I just gave him. I'm gonna give him this.
You're gonna give it to me?
Well, I mean, I just gave you 100. Let's make 102.
Oh, so you're promoting that, and I get the money for it? That sounds like a hell of a deal.
You've been promoting coffee.
That's not what I meant. I said, well, you've been promoting. Go ahead with that, because I think it's just the circle of life. You know what I mean?
Which one that you think you?
The thing about the 40-year-old and the 12-year-old.
You want 40-year-olds with 12-year-olds?
I don't want it. I just asked, what's the problem?
They're children and they can't.
Oh my god, dude. He said, I don't want it. I just said, what's the problem? I mean, he's not wrong. It is legal and it's frowned upon, but I mean, at the end of the day, it's just gold digging, right? Or just like at that point, you know, I'm like, what does a girl want out of it? You know, I'm pretty sure they don't want the 40-year-old dude just for the 40-year-old dude. Yeah.
12-year-old woman.
Their brains
12-year-old
don't
woman.
work. They're not women.
12-year-old woman with an IQ of 140, so you know their brain works. How about that?
No.
What do you mean no?
It's not okay.
Why not? Well, you're not explaining what's bad. You keep saying that it's a child, but I already
Yeah, their
clarified.
bodies and brains aren't developed. So
Okay,
it
it's
can
a
cause
fully
physical
developed
injury and
12-year-old
mental
woman with a
trauma.
140 IQ.
Yeah, it causes it's youthful neuroplasticity and it can cause damage in the long-term development of their brain and body.
No, their brain is fully developed.
It's not.
Okay, in this case it is.
That's not correct.
You're denying that a 12-year-old brain can be developed fully?
They cannot, yes.
I don't agree with that.
Yeah, 12-year-old brains are not developed.
Not often, but it can happen.
No.
See, that's why I didn't say 12-year-old. Because I know the difference between a woman and a child.
Here a little bit.
Huh?
I think you're telling on yourself a little bit.
I'm not telling on myself. I've
why,
never
why
slept
are you
with
trying so hard
anybody.
to hook up with 12-year-olds?
I refuse to. I'm waiting till marriage. I'm, as a matter of fact,
Are you
probably...
trying to argue you want to marry a 12-year-old?
No, I don't want to marry anybody right now. I'm focused solely on business. I just see people getting shit online. Like, hey, why did you talk to that 12-year-old woman? It's like, wow, I don't know. Why did they? They're a woman? Yeah, that's a bad look for me. Let's move on.
I was like, damn, it looks pretty bad. Might as well just move on now.
I think it's a bad look for you.
Why do you think Ben Shapiro disliked the new Superman movie?
Oh, is that true?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
He said it wasn't good and that it's, he has no bias or anything. But in the movie I watched it, Superman destroyed Israel. Is that why?
No, it was an Eastern European country. Oh, he didn't destroy it.
It was an Eastern European country where the president was just like Netanyahu?
It was an Eastern European country. It was. They spoke a Slavic language.
Yeah, well, they didn't want to be too on the nose, right? That's why
I agree, yeah. Like, some people were saying that it was called, like, Jamunpur or something, was like the weaker poor country. But it looked like they were Pakistani. And
no,
then,
they looked like they were Arab, if anything. They didn't have, like, the brown color. They had, the light brown. No, they had, like, the light brown oil color of the Arabs.
Oil color? I don't know. Maybe you're right. I don't know. I wasn't really thinking about it.
Is that why Ben Shapiro didn't like the movie, maybe?
It's possible, yeah.
He might have a little bit of bias?
Yeah, certainly. I mean, for obvious reasons, he loves Israel.
Why? What are the obvious reasons?
He's Jewish.
He's the devil?
He's Jewish.
We're saying the same thing here. You're just... it's cement.
See, that's the same thing my buddy says online. I was telling you this. Some people say that shit, and it's fucking real to them, you know?
At this point. How do you say black in Spanish?
How do you say it?
I'm asking you. I don't know.
speak Spanish.
Well,
I can say por qué no los dos.
You don't know how to say it? You know how to say it. Come on.
I don't.
I even know how to say it a little bit. I just want to say it.
I don't know how to say it. I honestly don't know how to say it.
Okay, fine. Let's move on.
It's negro.
What do Tim Pool, Dave Rubin, and Benny Johnson have in common?
Russia.
Yup, and I wasn't even going to tell you. And when you say Russia, that's like not super specific.
What do you mean?
Like if I said, what does Matan Ev and Tim Pool and Mike have in common, you wouldn't say Russia. So can you give a little detail on that?
What do Dave Rubin, Benny Johnson, and Tim Pool have in common?
Related to Russia.
They're whinging online grifters.
Correct.
And they complain for money.
That doesn't have to do with Russia yet, but I could see where you're going.
Grifting.
Hey, Connie, Connie, do you think this is like? I'm pretty entertained with this fucking podcast. It's fucking crazy. Are you still alive in the chat? How you feeling with this podcast? I want to continue it, but if everyone's falling asleep on it, I think it's hilarious. To be honest, I think this guy's kind of crazy. He just says like the most blunt shit out of nowhere. But what do you think about this podcast so far? I've never tried it before, so.
Rubles do you have?
I don't have any rubles.
You don't?
Mm-mm.
So they paid you in cash?
Who paid me in cash?
You know who?
I actually don't get paid from anybody.
You don't get paid from anybody? You're not being paid? Are you homeless?
No.
So how are you, you know what I mean? How you here with two like these guys actually are covered probably by the KGB themselves.
Oh, we got the Pepto. Can we bring the Pepto in?
Having throw it to you?
Yeah, can we bring the Pepto-Bismol? I'm going to throw up.
You're going to throw up?
It's not a bit. I actually am going to throw up.
You're going to throw up because I'm hitting you with such hard questions?
It's true, yeah. I think it's because I ate a bunch of bacon.
A bunch of bacon?
You want me to drink straight from the thing? He wants me to throw up.
Drink from it, yeah, that would be nice.
This is disgusting.
Who has random Pepto-Bismol?
Hey guys, sorry for the interruption. I have to let you know that today's episode is sponsored by Ground News. I was recently using Ground News to research about Russia. Yeah, you know Russia. And it gave me one article about how the Russians are fining Apple. Their ratings. He's not a part of Wahlberg reaped that people who are on the App Store. Should they make a documentary about when Mark Wahlberg reaped that?
I can't because my hands are full.
Russia.
Should they make a documentary about when Mark Wahlberg ripped that Asian guy's eye out?
A documentary?
Yeah, a documentary about it.
Did he do that?
He ripped an Asian guy's eye out.
Shut up.
Wait,
he did.
What?
Whoa.
That's not a joke, by the way. I know that sounds ridiculous.
Wait, what? Let me rewind what he just said. Hold on.
Should they make a documentary about when Mark Wahlberg ripped that Asian guy's eye out?
A documentary?
Mark Wahlberg ripped the Asian dude's eye out? When? Why? No, don't make that documentary.
Yeah, a documentary about it.
Did he do that?
He ripped an Asian guy's eye out.
Shut up.
He did.
Whoa.
That's not a joke, by the way. I know that sounds ridiculous, but I'm serious.
I believe you. Because I feel like the setup for the joke is actually that it really happened and it's shocking piece
It's
of
not a
information.
joke. It's really, I swear it's serious. He did
No,
that.
I mean like for the humor for the show is that he actually did it.
This is a serious podcast, business. This isn't a joking show.
Yeah.
Mark Wahlberg could even play himself in the movie. Oh, by the way, I should have said this earlier. Please stand up. We usually do a segment every episode for the Americans and, the Army and stuff. Can you stand up, please, with us and put your hand on your chest?
No.
You can't do that for the Army?
No.
Why? You know where I'm going with
Because
it, huh?
you're going to say something about Israel.
No, I was going to say, everybody, please stand up, put your hand on your chest, and please remove all your hats. So can you do that?
Nope.
And can you tell me why?
Nope.
You can't tell me why?
I can't.
I don't believe that. I think you can tell me why.
Why what?
You claimed you wear the hat so these motherfuckers can recognize you on the street. You're not on the street right now, so can you please take your hat off?
Nope.
Why is that?
Because no reason.
I mean, what does that mean?
Means no reason.
I can't find anything of you online without the hat. And then you said...
That's not true. I have a Facebook profile picture. Everybody posted on my timeline.
Besides that one, because that one's not fair. I mean, it's a
picture, a selfie picture.
Deceptive.
The one where I'm in front of the whiteboard with my head off.
Yeah, but that's deceptive because you're giving them one image that you like.
That's not the image that I like. It's a Facebook profile.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? I'm saying it's like when if lefties paid a Republican who was an idiot to do something, they're in control.
What if I have like a hideous scar on my head?
I think you just don't have any hair.
I don't have any hair.
Yeah, so let them see.
But there's
I'll make you an offer.
I have a pentagram.
I'll give you $100.
Oh shit, are you for real?
I'll give you $100 if you take your beanie off and let everybody see.
You'll give me $100 if I do that?
I'll give you $100.
For real?
I swear, I'll give you $103.
$103?
The offer is there.
200.
I'll give you $200.
Right now. Show me. This guy's got $100.
He has $47
No.
left in his pocket.
No, he
I'll give
doesn't.
you $150 total right now and another 50 at the end of
He's
it.
got $100 in his pocket right now. Tell him. He's got $100.
I'll give you all of this money.
Let me see it.
Plus the other 3 in my pocket if you can.
He's got $100 in his pocket right here, bro.
Where is it?
It's right here.
Take it out of his pocket if you think he has more money.
You see this?
Probably his ID or something. Okay, yeah, you put it there. Awesome. I'll give you $200.
All right, give me.
No, I have to see first, and I want to see for myself.
You give me the money and I'll do it.
I don't believe you.
I think you promised.
I know you made me say the coffee thing first.
I don't think you're gonna give me the money.
I swear on my life I'll give you this money if you remove your
You swear
hat.
on your life?
I swear on my life. Hold me to that verbal agreement.
The $200 is actually mine though.
No, but it's mine now because I had to do a sponsorship for it.
All right, he's got to give me my Pepto thing back.
You'll give you
All
the
right,
Pepto thing.
Give me the
back.
Pepto thing first. All right, take the Pepto thing. I'm gonna do some Pepto
Okay.
because I'm gonna throw up. I'm not. That's not a joke.
Okay, so do that.
I
And
don't
then
think I
when
can
you
get
take
this
off your
fucking
hat, I
shit
might
off.
throw up too. So
You know what?
might
I don't
need
want
some.
this.
Is it time? Can you do it?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Put the money in my hand. I won't close my hand. All right, I'm gonna.
try
No.
closing.
I won't pull. I'm gonna go like this. Whoop.
I'm not gonna lie. I say shit all like on my life, but I be lying through my fucking teeth. I say that all the time, like yeah, on my life, B, and then or on God, B, and I'm like I'm just lying the shit out. I'm just saying lies, bro. Fuck that. I be doing that shit all the time.
I'm gonna hold. We're both gonna hold at the same time.
I don't trust you. You have 2 bigger security guards here, so I'm not gonna win that battle.
I'm not gonna rip the money away from you.
Okay, I have an idea. Here, Mike, can you stand right there for a second, please? You hold the see?
No.
I'll hold your beanie and he holds my money. Let's make it even.
Put the money on the table right there. No. Put it close. Put it close. Move it closer.
No, I'm not retarded. I'll give you.
Just put the money right there.
Take your hat off.
I will. Put the money right there.
Do you give me a verbal agreement?
I'll give you a verbal agreement. If you put the money in my hand, I'll take my hat off.
Yeah.
Yep. Contract. Sworn. Pinky.
You're gonna take a different hat off. You're gonna tell me you didn't tell me when you took the hat off. I know these games. There's no way you're gonna do
I
it.
will take my hat off in this chair right now within 10 seconds if you put that money in my hand.
Wow, I can't believe that happened. Hold on. You have to. Can you leave it off?
For a little bit.
Okay, that's cool.
He's got the cul-de-sac of God, baby. He looks like a like a fucking father. He looks like the Padres mascot right there. He looks like damn, that's a cul-de-sac and a half, bro. Why don't you just shave it all off? Why don't you just let it go? That's the sign, you know. You don't want to rock the cul-de-sac. I don't know, whatever. I guess if I were balding too, I'd just be keeping the fucking sideburns, baby. Keep the hat on. They don't know a difference, you know.
I'm greasy right now too, though.
You do actually have more hair than I thought you would.
Do I?
Can I have the Pepto-Bismol?
Why?
I have a sudden stomach ache. Well, good on you for doing that.
You know what? That was for you, Matan.
I was.
I'll tell you the truth. You did my show.
Yeah.
You were very good. You were very
Yes.
funny. Everybody really enjoyed it. And so
that's my
that was
reward.
for you. That was for you. I'm gonna give you your money back.
I'm gonna get the money back.
Yeah. I'm gonna keep the $200 that I
Yes.
actually gave you and stuffed in his pocket, but you can keep your money. And then you
Well,
can
to
make
be
the thumbnail me with no hat on or whatever you want
To
to do.
be fair, 3 of these are for you for Russia.
Oh, okay.
So you can have the rest.
All right.
The next question doesn't work. I was going to ask you, how can anybody take you serious when you're afraid to remove your hat? But you know what? You did it, so good on you. You get to skip that one.
If it is true, like if I'm not wearing the hat, my people don't recognize me.
If you're not wearing the hat.
Because people don't.
Yeah, honestly, he looks so different without that hat on. He looks so different. Like with the black hat, you kind of cut off your facial structure. Like your face is like you figure the hairline and your eyebrow would be right here, and like foreheads believe it or not, are pretty telling of like a person, right? But he took off his whole hat, and his head like is so vastly different. Like, check this out. It's like elongated, right? So he looks like a I don't know, Asian dude or something like that. Like, he just looks different, right? So the hat's off, and I want to see a full on like the pic. There it is. Hold on, where's that? See how like the forehead is elongated, right? Because it's past the forehead, right? It's going past the hairline essentially. So his face looks longer. So that way, like, no one can really identify him because you're looking for a shorter face, but this guy has a fucking huge ass long face, you know? So now that he puts the hat on, there's a perfect one. Boom, long face. Boom, short face. That's how people don't even recognize him. So I wouldn't even know who this guy was. I think he'd just be like a middle-aged dad. But this is fucking Tim Pool right there with the hat on. Does that make sense? That's crazy how much a hair. That's crazy how much a hairline makes your face like shorter or longer. That's fucking intense. Yeah, I didn't even notice that till now. I just went on a rant. Sorry.
I'll tell you the truth. You did my show.
Yeah.
You were very good. You were very funny. Everybody really enjoyed it. And so
that's my
that was
reward.
for you. That was for you. I'm gonna give you your money back.
I'm gonna get the money back.
Yeah. I'm gonna keep the $200 that I actually gave you, and stuffed in his pocket. But you can keep your money, and then you can make the thumbnail me with no hat on or whatever you want to do.
To be fair, 3 of these are for you for Russia.
Oh, okay.
So you can have the rest.
All right.
The next question doesn't work. I was gonna ask you how.
Hey Connie, are you entertained with this podcast so far? So far, I'm still having a good time with this one. And Empire on Kick, are you still having a good time with this podcast? I'm kind of liking it. I'm not gonna lie.
My people don't recognize.
If you're not wearing the hat.
Because people don't.
So that's the exact opposite of what you said back in the day.
No. That's what I said.
No, you said that you wear the hat so these motherfuckers don't recognize you on the street.
No, that's backwards.
I wrote down verbatim what you said, word for word.
Oh, you're backwards.
No, I'm not.
So there was a protest in Boston where this guy pulled my hat off.
Yep, that's what I'm talking about.
I got super triggered.
Yeah.
But it wasn't because he pulled my hat off. It was because this Antifa guy took a swing at me. And so I actually was on Tucker Carlson's show where he was interviewing me about this Antifa guy who tried swing. He was making me flinch by swinging at my camera.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm in this high intense situation, and then this dude comes up from behind me and pulls my hat off.
Assuming all of that's true, which I didn't watch that far into the thing, I understand why you were angry and, heat of the moment, why you were mad he took your hat off.
Yeah.
I'm just saying you also don't take it off any other time. Besides this, to be fair.
It's true.
Maybe you're coming around, you're maturing.
Well, it's like the Tim Pool's the beanie guy. Everybody wants me to sell beanies. And it comes from skateboarding. If you go to like a really good example is you go to the Lower East Side skate park in New York, and you're going to see dudes wearing beanies and sweaters. So when I was 14,
well, you look way more conspicuous and like recognizable walking around in a jacket and a beanie in the summer, right?
That's my point.
So you want to be recognized with the beanie on?
Well, I do that when I'm doing events where I want to be recognized.
So
right, he wants to be seen. He's gonna wear the fucking beanie because that's how people know him. So when he wants to go to a store, get groceries or whatever the fuck, get some fast food real quick down the street, he's not gonna wear the fucking beanie because he wants to look inconspicuous. He doesn't want attention. So that's what he's saying.
In your house with your wife, does she make you wear the hat or something because it will gross her out?
She makes me wear a MAGA hat, a Mar-a-Lago hat.
Mar-a-Lago hat?
Yeah.
How are you related to Pop Bob?
Who?
Pop Bob?
Who's that?
Yeah, you're I don't know, is he your cousin or your brother or something?
Pop Bob?
Pop Bob.
Don't you just miss Gorbachev?
Who?
Gorbachev?
Who's that?
The Russian?
I never. What's Russia?
I was just testing you.
I've never heard of this place.
I was just well, it's not a place, but I was just testing it out.
It's a place.
Hey guys, sorry for the interruption. I have to let you know that today's episode
people
did not send me that, but it would be cool if they did.
Are left-handed people the work of the devil?
Oh man, that's a good question.
Yeah, I thought that's...
Are left-handed people the work of the... That's funny, bro.
You would believe.
No, they're not.
They're not?
No.
How can we be sure?
I don't know.
Are gay people the work of the devil?
No, they're not.
So what are they the work of? Satan?
That's the devil, isn't it?
I know, I'm just trying that game where I'm just using different terminology.
Huh. No, I don't know. You know, I'm fairly libertarian-esque. I don't care. People can, you know, bang whoever they want.
I'm not asking if they should be allowed to have sex with men, or I'm not asking if they should be allowed to write with their left hand. I'm just asking where they were sent from.
I don't know. God?
God sent them?
Yeah, I guess he made everything, didn't he?
He needs to get out of here. Out.
What?
What did the 1-year-old say to the 9-year-old?
I don't know.
Ba, 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 ba.
What the fuck?
Ba, 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 ba.
Dog, that's getting annoying.
Ba, ba, ba.
He's still
ba.
going. Holy shit. That was
What
a long
did
time.
the 1-year-old say to the 10-year-old?
Oh my god. Don't do it.
What did they say?
Ba.
Oh
ba,
my god. I'm skipping this.
Ba.
I like it. I like it.
Ba, ba, and so on and so forth.
Jesus.
I like it. I like it. I'm
What were
working
you
with
doing
it.
on your phone?
I'm turning it into a song.
You're turning that into a song?
Yeah, what kind of music do you like?
You're gonna have to give me a cut of that.
You can have it. I'll give it to you. What kind of music do you like?
I honestly don't really listen to music, but the type of music I like is that black gangster stuff because it keeps them uncivilized.
Gangster.
This guy's fucking hilarious, bro.
Your choice. Let's roll. I have just uploaded your babas into the AI, and it is now making it into a song.
Do your political sentiments come from the dreams you have while sick with pneumonia?
Some of them.
Some of them?
It was a long time ago.
Such as which ones?
Decentralization. You know, I was very sick.
Decentralization? Tell me a little bit about that.
It means that we're better off without. There's a mix between if you have no central leadership, everything's fucked up. But if you have one person ruling everything, it's even worse.
No, it's not. Not if he's the great white hope Donald Trump.
That's the exception. Why
yeah,
would
well,
this
that's
play?
what I'm saying, but that's who we have right now. So wouldn't you want it actually more centralized? That's not a rap song. That's just me doing
I was just
that.
showing you. That's the recording I got, and I'm gonna play the song for you guys.
That was a good song.
It was a good song.
Holy shit, are you Tim Pool? My great grandfather. He's a huge fan.
Is he?
He is.
He's dead.
No, he's not. I thought that was like your typical fan base. Am I wrong?
You were, yeah.
I am wrong?
Yeah.
the older boomer guys. Yeah, that's his shit for sure.
Mostly like 16-year-olds because they like hearing complaining.
There's no way.
Yeah, just a bunch of.
I was
16
on your.
No way that he has 16-year-olds. He's got like 30, 40-year-old, 50-year-old. Yeah, 50-year-old dudes. That's more like hardcore.
And everybody who came up was pretty old. They also had no hair, but they were loud and proud about it.
Some of them were. One guy got kicked out.
The bald guy.
The bald guy got kicked out. I don't know how to fucking get this shit. Oh wait, there it is. Baba.
I don't hear anything good so far.
Yeah, where's the lyrics?
Yeah, that you're just playing. And by the way, this is like a ripped off song. I've heard
It's
this
just
beat
AI
before.
music. Where's the Baba?
That's some dog shit, whatever you have.
You're right. Maybe if I skip forward. Doesn't even sound like gangster rap. That sucked.
Yeah, turn that off.
Yeah, that was terrible.
When? I'll wait for you.
No, you're good. I tried. I'm sorry.
Why is it that when a girl insults me, the police do nothing, but when I shoot a bitch in the face and bury her in the forest, I go to jail forever?
That's murder. That's actually one of the worst crimes.
Yeah, but then when they say, "Hey, you're a fucking loser," it's like they don't go to jail. Well, what's this double standard all of a sudden?
It's because you killed somebody.
What do you mean I killed somebody? They insulted me first.
Yeah, that's murder.
I know. That's what I'm asking about.
Yeah, you should go to jail for murder.
But why did they get to insult me first and I don't get to respond?
You can respond. Just not with murder.
But don't you agree that when somebody's attacking you, you don't have to, it shouldn't be on that person to decide subsequent force in that moment?
So you're saying if someone is attacking you with words?
First answer my question, then we'll move on and I'll try to spin it that way.
All right, ask it.
I just did.
But there was like 2 parts to it, so I just want to make sure I get it right.
Okay, I'll just word it all into one and you'll just give me a yes or no. So like, do you, like, how much money were you paid by the Russian government?
$0.
Not true. I had a lie detector guy in one of the episodes. I should have brought him here.
That'd be cool.
It would
$0.
Oh, and about, okay, sorry, I just got sidetracked by that thing. I just, well, whatever. But what I was saying is, do you think it's on somebody getting attacked in that moment to decide what a good amount of force is, or they're under a lot of pressure, so it's not fair?
If a person is being attacked, if there's something called imperfect defense, where they believe their life is threatened, but it may not actually be, and that can sometimes be a defense depending on the state you're in.
My life was being threatened. They said, you're a bitch and you should die.
Jesus Christ.
Actually, yeah, that could be a death threat.
They said, you're a bitch and you should die, but forget that whole thing about the dying thing.
Then no, you can't kill them.
I don't know.
But actually, it depends on what their body was doing, right? Was he like reaching into his jacket?
You're a bitch. Well, it's a woman. It's a girl. You're a bitch and fuck you. You're a loser.
Did they say it to you a lot?
That's what I hear, and then I go, oh yeah, yeah. Oh, she's reaching.
Well, if she was running right
I'm
for
like
you,
Zimmerman or whoever.
If she's coming right for you, just make sure you yell, "Oh God, she's coming right for me."
That's usually what I do.
Yeah, and then nobody can, that's a perfect crime,
When will the police find the 3 bodies I hid in the forest?
To be honest, premeditated murder is almost never solved.
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
true.
it wasn't premeditated, to be fair.
Even then, I think the success rate for solving any murder is around like 30 to 40%. So
what the fuck? I did not know that. I mean, I guess if you plan it out really good and you bury the body or something like that and then no one knows what's up, then that's it. No one knows what the fuck is up.
Pretty good chance of getting away with
No,
whatever.
because it happened 3 times. So
doesn't matter.
Yeah, but then it's like I really only have like a 10% chance or so of succeeding.
So when you ask how long will it take, you might get away with it.
Yes. Hey guys, sorry for the interruption. I have to let you know that. All of the good guys at the end of. Why did Tarantino kill all of the good guys at the end of Inglourious Bastards?
That's funny.
Who were the good guys?
He burned down that whole theater with all the good guys in it.
Who was it?
What do you mean, who was it? What's that question?
I didn't see the movie.
You didn't see Inglourious Bastards?
I've seen some of it.
Okay, well, at the end of the movie, there's a theater with all of the good guys in it, and they're watching a movie. And then it turns out this stupid
bullshit. Did that upset you?
What happened?
Did it upset you?
Did they kill the protagonist?
All the good guys, bro.
At the end of the movie?
What?
The end of Inglourious Bastards, did it upset you?
Well, I just thought it was kind of wasteful. I thought they were going to end up... It's like, you just kill all the good guys in the end, and that's the movie? It's like, oh, we went...
I haven't seen it, but, I don't like Star Wars.
What?
So I can...
God, dude, Connie, he reminds me of you. He hasn't seen any good fucking movies ever, bro. Fuck.
Bad movies.
You just kill all the good guys in the end, and that's the movie? It's like, oh, we went...
I haven't seen it, but, I don't like Star Wars. So I can relate to bad movies.
Yeah, but in Star Wars, the good guy wins.
Yeah. I don't like it. I mean,
I'm not saying
actually,
the good
I
guy
think the Jedi
wins.
are the bad guys.
The Jedi are the bad guys?
They're the bad guys.
Yeah, but that argument is like almost a conspiracy theory. It's not widely accepted, like the Inglourious Bastards.
People are wrong. Mace Windu tried to assassinate the duly elected chancellor because of his religion. He literally says to Anakin, he has an evil religion and must die. And Anakin's like, what?
Yeah, but that's not
the
so
Jedi
bad
way.
if the guy's right.
Well, he's the bad guy.
No, he's the good guy. Well, actually, he wasn't. He was black.
Well, he tried to kill the duly elected chancellor, so. I think the good guys won in Revenge of the Sith.
The good guys won?
Yeah, the Sith. They stopped a coup.
They didn't really win at the end. Well, they kind of did. It was like
Darth Vader won.
No, he didn't win, but the
Well, yeah,
Sith
he
in
got
general
mutilated.
won.
Yeah, and they were the good guys.
Do you
This is Jedi propaganda.
do you correct the way people spell your in the comment sections on Instagram?
No.
Really?
I like it when they misspell it.
Yeah, so you can correct them.
No, I want them to misspell it.
Why is that?
It's flavor.
Flavor?
It makes the internet fun, you know?
People misspelling your. You get like a chuckle out of that?
I do.
Why? Why would that be relevant?
You know, it's just like, you know, when you're watching bunnies hop around in the field eating flowers, you know?
What? I don't understand.
I don't know if he knows how to work it. He's taking him a little while.
He's trying.
He's struggling. Are you fucking retarded or something, buddy?
Oh.
No, just Team Russian.
Yeah.
I'll continue with the interview.
Those are impressive.
They hurt?
Yeah, you take the shots for me.
Good deal.
You got that's where you go. You got presidential protection over here.
What is he? Was he trying to get it shot up his ass?
He is.
Well, anyways, I guess Mike, just try to get around out, maybe lean the gun over or something. Are you vaccinated?
Hell no.
I am.
You are vaccinated?
Yeah, I got a lot.
Really? Which ones?
Yellow fever, Hep A, typhus.
I don't know if I could do an interview like that. I'd be fucking losing my mind. If someone was shooting me. Hell no.
Tetanus.
You
the
have
basic
polio
ones.
and hepatitis and rotavirus?
All of them, yeah.
What weighs more? 1 pound of half of donut or 1 pound of steel?
They weigh the same. They both weigh a pound.
The answer is steel because the donut eats only half, remember?
Oh, right.
Yeah. I got you. You thought you were clever because you flipped it.
What weighs more? 1 ounce of, would you say steel? Or 1 ounce of gold?
Yeah, well, they measure gold in a different system. I'm
You are
not
correct.
dumb. See, you
You're a
couldn't
smart
trick
guy.
me, but I tricked you. But my thing was actually intelligence. Yours, even if you got me, wouldn't have been. Because yours was just a thing about knowledge. He's aiming it at me now, this idiot.
I'll give you $200 to shoot Matan with it.
Has a lot more on the line than money did with me. I'll rip his tongue out.
I'll give you $1,000.
Do it.
Have you ever ate 300 chickens in 5 minutes? It's a 300 chicken in 5 minute challenge.
I haven't done it. I tried once.
You tried?
I didn't do it, yeah. It was rough. But I think I could do it. I could probably eat like 50 chicken wings in one sitting.
I guess this would be a good challenge. Can you try drinking a bunch of that shit?
Nah, I'll throw up.
You're already going to throw up. That might actually help.
That might kill you, actually.
Kill you?
Yeah, pistol. Definitely not good to consume. It's like it hurts your liver or something like that.
Actually, my stomach feels a lot better.
Yeah, so have some more. It'll feel
Actually, I don't know. Don't quote me. Just fucking drink it. Fuck it.
better. It'll feel like $1 million.
Janary on Kick says, "Love your. I'd love to join your stream whenever you are streaming. Add me to Discord. For sure. I mean, fuck it. Just add yourself right now. Fuck it. Let's go. Let's talk."
With subsalicylate.
Yeah, good for you. It'll be happy for you.
It also cures diarrhea.
That cures. Well, yeah. Drink some more.
I don't need
Can
it.
you pass it to me?
No.
Why not?
It's mine.
Yo, I don't know how to work.
We have like 300 of these back in our studio.
Don't worry, I'm not gonna shoot it at your client.
I'm not aiming for you.
You broke it.
What is it, a dinosaur?
Okay, let's calm down, guys. Let's calm down. Let's calm down, guys. Let's calm down. Let's calm down.
He just ripped the fucking thing off, bro. Damn.
Okay, you ripped it off. God damn it.
This will pay you back for it.
Oh, you really broke it. Fuck you. I was gonna want to serve that shit to Target. You can have it out. It's worth nothing.
Oh, man.
Why are you ripping that apart?
I don't know, it feels good.
Well, did any of that hurt you?
No.
I was hoping it would.
Oh. See, that's what I was saying, right? They told me that you were dangerous.
You have some real shitty security guards. You know that?
I think they're doing a good job.
They let me get like 6 off on you. I don't
Well,
know
I
how many of
told them to.
You didn't tell them that.
He showed me a thing before the show started. He's like, they got a Nerf gun. They're going to shoot you with it.
Fuck you. I asked you not to tell him. Fuck you. He was looking around and I saw him. Sorry. I said, you don't have to tell him about that. It's not a big deal. Should Fatsos have to buy multiple seats on an aeroplane?
Fatsos?
Yeah.
Fuck yes, they should.
Yeah, I was on an airplane here to film this.
Dude. Fat people are getting a lot of hate lately, bro. It's just hilarious. Oh, that reminds me. I gotta watch this this thing that I was watching it on Osmogold's stream. It was about fat people. We'll watch it after this.
And there was this guy not even sitting next to me, and he bought multiple seats, and it pissed me off.
Oh, I'm glad he bought multiple seats. That's what he should do.
Well, yeah, but
dude, I once sat next to a guy on a plane who ordered, like, I kid you not, like 2 sandwiches, 2 snack boxes, 2 Cokes.
I mean, you can have it. It doesn't do shit.
Why are you giving me that? I don't want it.
That's your security? How much you paid that fool? Take a look at him.
They get, he knows how to hold his weapons. He's actually, they're not security guards.
They're not?
No, they're just my neighbors.
No, they're not. They're from Russia.
They're farmers.
That's the KGB.
They're farmers.
No, they're not.
They're chicken farmers.
Describe the color of person you would trust in your room, and then describe the color of person you wouldn't.
A person I would trust in my room?
The color of them.
A person I would trust in my room, a color? Yellow.
Yellow?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And now the next one is the more important question.
The one I wouldn't trust.
Yeah.
White people.
White people?
Yeah. Like you.
I'm not, well, you know what? I am white. And go ahead and explain that.
White people, I was told by Mike.com and Vox and the Huffington Post.
See, you're being bad though. You're doing bad faith.
Bad faith?
Yeah.
Oh, I just thought you were joking.
No, I'm serious. I want to know the color of someone you wouldn't trust in your room.
It's an honest question.
Honest question.
Anyone in my room that I didn't know of any color, I don't know.
Yeah, I guess it would be ideal to not have anybody you don't know in your room, but assuming they have to be in your room. You're on a character creator in like Elder Scrolls and you're just picking the color option. The rest will be randomized. What color will you make them?
Yellow.
Okay, and what color will you make them to not want to be in there?
I don't know that you do character creation for bad guys though like that.
Huh?
Red.
No,
Red's demons.
No, it's not a demon. It's it's a human character.
Excuse me.
I feel like your audience is fine if you say black.
But no, I like black people.
I like them too. They're funny, but like, you know, I don't trust them. If Stephen Hawking was so smart, why couldn't he move his legs?
Oh my God.
He had, what did he have? Lou Gehrig's disease? No, what did he have?
But regardless of what he had, if he was smart, he would have figured out how to move his legs then, or a solution.
I guess he wasn't smart.
Einstein could move his legs.
That's true.
That's what I'm saying. not even a loser. He's just an idiot. He's regarded as one of the top guys, but even in death, he's now getting exposed for being on that island.
Is he? Well, let me ask you this. What was Stephen Hawking famous for?
Being a cripple, to be honest.
You are correct.
That's what I'm saying.
Because when you ask people about Einstein, they'll say special relativity and general relativity. When you ask people about Stephen Hawking, they'll be like, I don't know.
Yeah, with Einstein, they'll be like the nuclear bombs and whatever that is. I don't even know.
Even Werner von Braun, people can be like rockets. And then Stephen Hawking, it's like, he wrote a book about space, I think.
Even if you ask somebody about me, they'll know that I'm like a serious podcast guy. With Stephen Hawking, it's like almost an insult what he's famous for.
Yeah. The moment you bring up Stephen Hawking, people go, he was the guy who's in the wheelchair.
That's what I'm trying to say.
And when they do shows about him, it's always the robot voice, even though he didn't have to have the robot voice.
You think Jeffrey Epstein will be on the Tim Pool list?
On my list?
Yeah, I guess so.
List of like enemies?
List of sex pests that you had a company with?
I think if there was a list, Trump would be on it.
Trump would be on it.
On my list. If I had a list,
is that like
I would put Trump on it.
Why would you do that to him?
Because like I want to be associated with him, you know what I mean? Like people can be like, you know, Tim worked with Trump. It was bad, but he did.
That's not working with him. It's
but also it's
more
like
with him.
No, I mean, you know, when Trump said that when you're famous, women let you do it.
Yeah, well, I didn't know he said that. I'm gonna believe he didn't, because that's real suspicious sounding. that couldn't sound worse.
It does sound bad. Yeah. He's like, you know, when you're famous, they let you do it. Grab him by the pussy.
Oh, that was the same quote?
Yeah.
I heard the last part, you know.
Yeah.
That's what the fake news gave me. They only let me listen to that last part. They didn't give me the full context.
That's true.
What a bunch of idiots, actually. That other part sounds much worse. But
yeah.
He actually was sent here by the Lord to save the country. Did you know that?
Yeah, do you know what his name means?
Donald Trump?
Do you know what it means?
I've seen this before. It's like the savior or something. Or like the chosen.
Donald means ruler of the world. It's a Scottish name that means world ruler or king.
Yeah.
And Trump means the herald of. So like the trumpet sound of the world king. Here he comes, you know.
Yeah, that's
crazy,
what it is.
right?
You see what I'm saying?
And then his son is named Baron.
What does Baron mean?
Baron means ruler.
Oh, really? Same thing?
Yeah.
So he's trying to set a success line down the road too.
Maybe. Or maybe he's the herald of the world ruler.
See, that's why he knew not to name Eric Trump Baron, because Eric's an idiot. He knew which one to give the name to.
Well, he did. There's Trump Jr.
Trump Jr.?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's like Junior is like kind of like a little dog thing, you know what I mean? So it's like, so it actually is accurate. It's like the son, the little dog of the ruler. So he's thought it all the way through.
Yeah. He's a smart guy.
No. Your show averages a couple 100,000 views and you were paid $100,000 per episode to promote Russian propaganda. Longneck doesn't have a show and he has no real fans. He has a lot of bots. How much money would Russia pay him?
I don't know.
Come on,
an
you know better than anybody else does besides Benny Johnson.
All right, let's go.
And that other guy.
Joe Rogan did, I think it was a 3-year deal for $250 million. Recently, I think he did a 2-year open platform deal for $250. Call Her Daddy did a 2-year deal for $100 million. So, and Travis Kelce, I think, was a 3-year deal at $100 million. So, if you are if you are averaging a couple 100,000 views per episode, the big networks pay, I think, around $400,000 to $500,000 per week.
Here's my question. Where's my money?
How many episodes do you do per month?
Well, 4.
So you do one a week?
One a week.
How many views do they get?
Maybe on average, like 300,000 or so.
Per 300,000 at a $20 CPM. If you're doing like 4 or 5 ads, you should be doing 100,000 per episode.
Damn. I thought you said from like I was gonna get paid by Russia. I don't forget the ads. I already have ads.
Yeah, but you should. I
want. You know where the real money's at.
You should be able to get. I think it's easy if you just do a couple ad reads, you get $60K per episode on this show. But here's the deal. What you want to do is you want to leverage the direction of the audience. So when you look at these big companies like Westwood One, you've also got iHeartRadio, you've got Spotify, for instance. There's also Libsyn. You go to those companies and say, you control the ads, and pay me a guaranteed rate at $300,000 an episode once a week, they might give you a couple $1 million.
Okay, here's my
Damn.
question. One, I don't make even.
I need that kind of money, guys. Fuck. That's so much money. Bro, I need that money so bad.
To that, so I need to start figuring out how to make money.
Yeah.
And two, how much would Longneck get? Because if he started a podcast, he could get like 300 views a month.
300?
But he wouldn't even really be able to sustain it because he's like sickly. He's a sick individual. So I don't think he'd be able to film weekly. Maybe like bi-monthly.
He can maybe get donations.
Yeah, but I'm saying from Russia.
Sad.
Because he'll sit there and go.
I guess you got to reach out to Russia.
Can you help me with that?
No. I don't know anybody.
You have to keep it for yourself. You're like a Jewish.
I don't know anybody. I can't help you.
But that's not true. But thanks for coming on. That's where we ended because I have to film with Longneck now.
Who's Longneck?
He's the next one coming into the studio.
Oh, you're talking about Alex Stein?
Not Alex Stein. Longneck.
Ah. All right.
Shit, I think my game froze. God damn it. I was about to beat this level finally. Fuck. Alright, let's go check out that,
It's time for Lefties Losing It.
Not that one. Asmongold. Oh. Fat people.
I feel like fat influencers die more often than emo influencers, and that's really saying a lot.
Fat acceptance is a cult. Just a reminder that.
Hold on, that's an old one.
Fat influencers are dying. Well, that's not a surprise.
Obesity is the leading cause of death in the USA. Obesity is the leading cause of death in the USA.
Yeah.
But that didn't seem to worry these influencers too much, as they made money eating vast quantities of junk food, opened salons to cater to morbidly obese clients, and even dedicated their lives to proving that you can be healthy at every size.
Well, you can say that they dedicated their life. You're right. Now, not that you can be healthy at any size, actually, in fact, that you can't be healthy at any size. But they certainly did something.
Fortunately though, all of these influencers met the same fate. And we'll start with the youngest influencer
Oh, I guess it must be they all won the lottery. That must have been the fate.
On our list, who made thousands creating his mukbang content until it cost him the ultimate price. Effichan Kultur was a body-positive mukbanger who made his living by eating vast quantities of food.
Come on. Come on, bro. Like,
that's a big dude, bro. Holy shit.
Jesus, man. Oh, Lord. Yeah, wow.
Food online. Despite his aged appearance, obviously due to his massive weight,
What is
he
he,
was
like,
just 24
he's 20
years old at the time of these images.
24.
His TikTok page had amassed over
Jesus, look at that. Oh my god.
Page had amassed over 188,000 followers, with his content consisting of simply recording himself eating meals. Efechan was from Turkey, which has a bit of a reputation for being one of the most obese countries in the world, as 61% of the population are overweight, with 32%
Why are they fat?
of those being obese.
That's weird. I didn't think Turkey was that big, but damn.
Factor of this is the food that is traditional in Turkey, with the biggest culprit being the traditional doner kebab, which is meat stacked on top of each other and sliced in rotisserie style. These kebabs are just covered in oil, which stacks up
I think I need to go to Turkey, guys.
the calories and makes it incredibly easy to gain weight, which is something that Efechan
I like that. That sounds really good.
had no trouble doing. He didn't seem to mind gaining so much weight though, as it was allowing him to live a lifestyle of eating out at high-end restaurants and
Of
earning
course.
a living without needing a traditional job. This wouldn't last forever though, as his awful eating habit would soon catch up with him.
What
with
happened?
Disastrous consequences. In December 2024, he was hospitalized due to his weight and the related issues that followed
Jesus.
along, but was sent home and was allowed
Dang, his face got elongated like crazy. Hey, hold on, let's go back. Hold on.
hospitalized due to his weight and the related
Wow, look at the... It's like drooping over. His chin is drooping over his shirt. That's insane.
That followed
Jesus.
along, but was sent home and was allowed to continue getting his healthcare there. On the 31st of January, Effichan uploaded a video of himself getting some sort of treatment and physio. The caption reading...
Like, can't you, like, I mean, whenever your legs are red like this, like, I mean, don't you at some point think to yourself, if they need to do an EKG or some sort of fucking test to make sure that, like, your legs are working, like, that's a leg? Yeah, I think that's a leg.
Damn, that's sad, bro. Holy shit. That's fucking terrible.
I mean, you've got it. There's something wrong, right?
Continuing treatment at full throttle, but as it turns out, this treatment he was receiving wouldn't help too much. In his last TikToks, he was shown just lying in bed as his massive size meant he wasn't able to get up, suffering breathing problems and mobility issues. And just 3 months on from his initial hospitalization on the 7th of March, Effichan lost his life due to presumed heart failure. Now, although Effichan didn't speak too much in his videos, the next influencer to lose their life...
So he just sit there and... I don't understand how people, extreme eater famed for mukbang videos showing himself gorging on food, dies age 24 after weeks in hospital due to his obesity. Oh my God. Jesus, man.
Presumed
who
heart
watches
failure.
this?
Now, although Effichan...
So who watches these videos? Fat people eating food watch videos of fatter people eating food, eating more food, so they can feel better about being fat and feel better about eating their food. That's the reason. Yep.
And didn't speak too much in his videos. The next influencer to lose their life was massively outspoken about her views on fat acceptance, even running a podcast to talk about health.
She should have talked to God.
At every
I guess
size.
now she
Dr.
can.
Kat Pause was an American academic and a self-proclaimed fat activist, having degrees in philosophy and sociology, with her dissertation exploring the stigma society holds against fat people. While yes, there's no denying that society does have a stigma against people who are obese,
Well, because it's disgusting and it's unhealthy. That's the reason why they have a stigma against it. It's the same as there's a stigma against smoking in a lot of places, and also like doing heroin and all kinds of other like being an alcoholic. There's a stigma behind that too. Yeah, the reason why there's a stigma behind your behavior is because it's disgusting and repulsive, and nobody wants to be around it. I mean, obviously, like, what are we talking about here? Duh. It's the same reason as teeth, right? Like, if your teeth are missing, people are going to say that's disgusting and repulsive. Because it is.
Took her beliefs a step further and argued that you can be healthy at every size, including morbidly obese, being a big name in the health at every size movement. Kat found ways to monetize her fatness too, which is her own words, not mine, with one of them being launching the Friends of Marilyn podcast. And she actually ended up traveling the world interviewing other obese people for her show. The key point of her studies and her shows was that fat people aren't being given the same rights as average weight people, claiming
well, that's true. She doesn't have the right to live a full life because she killed herself by being fat. That's right.
Gotta make good choices, guys. It's fucking terrible. Like, my personal thing with like the whole fat thing, like I've been working really hard just to keep cardio up, you know, like doing 5 miles, trying to do 5 miles every other day, keep the calories down and eating like a certain way. It's tough too, just to keep to maintain, you know. That's another thing. But yeah, just eating to no like end is that's dangerous.
Have the same rights. You're right. They want more rights. They want to take up more space, consume more resources, and then be treated the same. You're right that they don't want the same rights. They want more rights.
that people are rejected housing and even fired from their jobs for being too large. She
got fired from her job for being fat?
Wrote a study titled I Don't Care About Health, where she claimed
And she's dead now, right? PhD. Wow.
Claims that she's always had a sneaking suspicion that despite being morbidly obese, there was actually nothing wrong with her body health-wise. In the
I had a sneaking suspicion there wasn't anything wrong with me. A sneaking suspicion. Well, I mean, that's an interesting name for a doctor.
same document, she wanted to convince people that being fat doesn't actually make you unhealthy, but provides...
I love how this is a literal death cult. You guys know this, right? It's a literal fucking death cult.
Supporting evidence for this. However,
Jesus.
we would soon have some very strong evidence that went against this claim. Like I said in the introduction, obesity is the biggest cause of death in the USA.
Yeah,
the numbers on it are actually staggering too, with almost 3/4 of the American population being obese. Over 70 million adults are classed as it. Honestly,
3/4 of American adults are obese? There's no way.
these numbers should be a wake-up call to change your habits. And I do have a completely free newsletter that I send out every Friday, sharing healthy recipes which are high in protein and low in calories.
I would eat the middle
I know
one
from
without the
personal
green stuff.
experience how difficult it can be to change your eating habits. And I made this with my good friend Johnny with the goal of teaching as many people as we can to cook nutritious meals. The link is in the description to sign up, or just visit Fat Loss Kitchen. And again,
Fat
this
loss.
is completely free. Now, Kat Pause unfortunately did not change her eating habits and carried on her crusade against society for their abuse and discrimination of fat people. This was all up until 2022. when
I
at
don't
the
know how more people, like, why is it that this is like jumping in a volcano. Like, if you see somebody jump in a volcano and there's an idea that you'll be reborn as like a phoenix or something, but there's just more people that are jumping in a volcano, nobody's coming out as a bird, wouldn't at some point people realize, like, hey, maybe this is a bad idea, we shouldn't do this anymore? Like, I mean, if you really, like, you see people that are doing this all the time and they're killing themselves constantly, wouldn't you think to yourself, maybe this is a bad call?
age of just 42 years old and living
42.
in New Zealand, she passed away.
Dang, 42 years old. That's like half the life expectancy for most people. That's crazy. 42 years old. Damn.
In her sleep. She was working as a fat studies academic at a university in New Zealand at the time, and no cause of death was officially given. This would be the same.
Paul's work focus on the well-being of overweight people and the effects of spoiled identities. Man, how could something like this happen?
Same as the next influencer to tragically lose their life.
Jesus.
However, his content was less academic and more about food. Waffler69 or Taylor Lejeune was a 33-year-old food TikToker who posted videos of him eating huge and strange meals.
Jesus.
Accompanied by his excitable personality. Considering he amassed over 1.9 million
God damn.
followers and each of his videos gained millions of views,
7
it's safe to say
million.
he was making more than enough money to support his eating habit, and he needed it. If you take a scroll down his TikTok page, you can see that he must have been spending hundreds, if not thousands of dollars a month on huge meals and strange food items.
Today we're trying cookie liquor. I've got 3 McDonald's breakfast sandwiches. Which one's the best? I've got Lay's Waves Funyun Onion flavored rings. I've got 3 new pickled snacks. Let's see what they are. Loaded baked potato pickles, spicy garlic, and hot peppers. I got Silverboy pizza from the new season of Stranger Things. Let's see, what is this frozen pizza like?
Oh my god.
Although his meals aren't as extreme as Effichan's, and he didn't share his fat positivity views like Pat did, that doesn't mean his health was any better. And you can see that Taylor was massively overweight, and his diet seemed to be
Honestly, you know what's crazy is that this guy looks skinny compared to the other two of them.
That's what I was gonna say. He looks like normal American. He looks like a normal American man to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, fucking, just living life.
Like, you have one guy that's like, bro, this guy isn't laying in bed, he is the bed. And then the next one is like, I mean, I don't know. I think she have to go sideways through a door. And like this guy is just like, you know, he's a bit of a pork boy, but like not really, not like the other ones.
Right.
Main
Oh
reason
my
for
God.
that. In a video uploaded on the 3rd of February,
You got
he
the same?
actually
Yeah.
shared the screen with his brother, and commenters loved him, even calling them an iconic duo. However, the next time we would see Taylor's brother would be under very different and heartbreaking circumstances.
Hey guys, if anyone's being shared this video from another, or if you just don't know, I'm related to Waffler69, or my brother Taylor. He has passed away around 10 p.m. on January 11th, 2023, from a presumed heart attack. He was rushed to the hospital, and I want to say like an hour and a half later, he passed away.
The most shocking part is that Taylor's brother revealed
Damn, that's sad. That's sad.
their father and grandfather died from heart failure, and Taylor died of a suspected heart attack.
So it's even in the family. Like, dude, genetics plays so much in like deaths. It's fucking crazy. Like, okay, so my family has a really big thing with diabetes, right? And like, I don't think I got it. I don't really like sweets, to be honest. Like, I'll eat a sweet here and there, especially like if it's tiramisu, bro. I'm fucking eating that thing. But I don't have like everything else. Like, I'm like, I'll take a few bites and I'm good. Like cake and stuff like that, I'm not really like too big on. But even insulin, you can even be skinny and get diabetes. It's just like your body can't break down a certain like it can't break down certain things. But yeah, my family's known for that, like big time, and I'm like, holy shit, it's a big deal. So I have to watch it. I have to watch out not getting diabetes. So yeah, I'm just saying, like, all to say, like, genetics plays a major role. So like, his granddad, his dad, or something like that died of a heart attack. That's like a thing genetically. People have to watch out for if you're prone to that. A 33-year-old, damn, he's only 33. That's young as fuck.
Part, Taylor was pretty uncontroversial and didn't make a big fuss about his weight or talk about it much, which is the exact opposite to Brittany Sauer.
Yeah, I mean, for that, I mean, I really can't. I can't really fault the guy or hate the guy that much. I'll be real. It's just kind of sad, but yeah, it sounds like a genetic heart thing. Well, it's probably this. It's probably a genetic heart thing that was made worse by, you know, making a career out of eating unhealthy food. So it's like, you know, you're multiplying two negatives against each other, and that's not good.
His entire personality was based around her weight. Brittany Sauer was another professional TikToker who was 28 years old and lived in Springfield, Tennessee.
28?
Her hobbies included mainly gaming, but her biggest hobby was creating videos on TikTok, eating and showing off her body and supposed weight loss journey.
Oh,
her TikTok
God.
account was called Sick and Tired of Waiting, and she boasted a following of almost
Sick and tired of waiting.
Damn, that's pretty clever, to be honest.
Oh, what are you gonna do? Oh, what are you gonna do, boys?
500,000. But the main interesting part was her account description, which read regaining my mobility and life, BED recovery, and type 2 diabetes.
Yep.
Now, although she did like to make jokes about being fat, it's the second part of her bio that we should focus on. As she said herself that she was in recovery for a binge eating addiction, and genuinely did seem like she was trying to make steps to change,
That's
even
good.
sharing her weight loss journey very openly.
Oh my god, I am 21.6 pounds down now.
Wow.
I'm excited. That brings me to 433.6 down from 455.2. And I'm so excited.
I will say that the rate that she
Jesus.
lost weight, however, was incredibly slow, as she lost those 20 pounds that she talked about over around 150 days. So it's clear that despite her efforts to eat in a calorie deficit and exercise, it objectively
Press X to doubt. Like,
Hey, that sounds like me, bro. I'd be trying, but that 240 is just forever on me, bro. It like changes and forms in different ways. Like, I'll get more muscle, but I'm still 240 no matter what I do. I'm with her, bro. Fuck.
nah, bro. Like, there's no way. There's no way. If you're that big and you only lose 20 pounds, there's no way.
wasn't working.
Yeah.
It seems like Brittany herself knew this too, as at the end of 2022 she posted this TikTok, seeming to finally open her eyes as to just how serious her situation was becoming.
I ruined my life with food, binge eating, and lack of self-care. And I'm hoping that it's not too late for me this time. You know, I ain't been to the store in 2 years, maybe more now, I guess.
Why?
I went to the post office once and that was hard. I went to urgent care.
I don't understand how a person, like, whenever you get to the point that you can't walk around because you're so fat that you can't even move your own body, don't you have to at a certain point think to yourself, maybe I'm doing something wrong? I feel like it is, like, you've really got to think, like, geez, maybe I'm fucking up here. Yeah, therefore some obese people do not have a choice and can't put everyone in one basket. I knew a 15-year-old boy who had a genetic condition, died last year. He ran marathons, did cycling, and with his athlete father. Yeah, there are people...
Wait, what? Hold on, let me go back to that comment. Hold on.
People do not have fucking up here. Yeah, therefore some obese people do not have a choice and can't put everyone in one basket. I knew a 15-year-old boy who had a genetic condition, died last year. He ran marathons, did cycling, and with his athlete father. Yeah, there are people with genetic conditions, but most of these people's genetic condition is called Golden Corral. And so that's, I'm not going to...
Hey, I fuck with Golden Corral, all right? I love Golden Corral, all right? It's like, you can eat whatever you want over there. There's so much over there. You could pick from, you know, steak to chicken to, like, soul food. Well, not soul food, really. Like, but, like, you know, they got hush puppies over there. They got Mexican food. They got salads, but I don't really eat that when I'm there. I just go for the steak, bro. They go for the steak, ask for medium rare, and then you keep cutting that motherfucker up and putting it on my plate. Maybe you'll see a little bit of mashed potato with gravy on it, just to, like, you know, a little palate changer. But really, I'm there for the steak, bro. Endless steak. I fucking love that shit. It's so good.
About, oh yeah, well, what about the 3% of them that are actually, you know, victims of, like, some disorder? And even 3% is outrageous. It's probably way less than that.
And I thought my legs were going to get out from under me.
What are you doing?
I had to stand there the entire time after walking in. You know, I kept just looking back at the chair and just praying that I could just make it another second.
At the start of TikTok, Brittany prays that it hasn't become too late to change, but unfortunately, that would be the case. On the 2nd of January 2023, just 6 days after the previous TikTok, Brittany unfortunately passed away in her sleep, with many
that's sad. That's sad.
pointing to a heart attack as the cause of death at the age of just 28. While Brittany was making an effort to change her life, the next influencer to lose her life was in the complete opposite frame of mind.
Society makes you hate.
Oh boy, here we go. Oh shit. Here we go. Yep.
Does he know this person? I don't know this person at all, so.
28 years old.
Yourself if you don't look a certain way. And I am
Jesus Christ.
Damn determined to change that.
Jamie Lopez was a 37-year-old reality TV influencer.
Oh, she was pretty old. She had a good run. Well, maybe not run, but she had a good it was longer than it
That's fucked up.
Usually goes for, right?
Who starred in the show Supersize Salon, which, as you can probably guess, featured sassy women who were all morbidly obese. Jamie actually owned the salon behind the show too, named Baby Doll Beauty, and despite being the owner, she was pretty much completely immobile.
Oh my god.
Damn, that's big. That's huge. That's insane.
Having to greet clients while sat in her chair.
Our new location today is the opening. It's a few hours away. There's still.
I was about to say there's no. Yeah. You're going with. I think there's 3 of them actually, because there's probably one behind her too. I mean, I just. What are you doing, man?
Still things that need to be done.
What are you doing?
I'm really excited about it, and it's gonna be.
Do you really?
I mean, hate on her, but she was moving. She was hustling, bro. She was fucking making businesses and shit like that. Like, It's more than non-fat people do. Shit.
Come on, man. Come on.
It's gonna be an epic event.
Jamie
There's
also
only, oh my god, look at the difference between somebody that's this size and a normal person.
She looks scared.
This is insane. How can anybody look at this and think that it's okay? It's
Damn, that bitch is big, bro. Look at this. That's crazy, the comparison. Holy shit.
And the reason why, like, I don't have a lot of sympathy for these people at all, because they want to export their lifestyle and push it on other people. It's not enough for them that they're killing themselves. They want to tell other people to kill themselves too. It's like somebody who's like a crackhead or a heroin or fentanyl addict that's going around on talk shows and like, what's Hunter Biden, right? But like, besides him, going around on different shows talking about how great it is to do heroin and, oh, well, you can do fentanyl and you can have a perfectly normal life. It's totally fine. These people are not okay. We can't accept people that have we can't accept people that have genetic issues, but accepting people who choose this lifestyle is absolutely not fine. The issue is that they push this lifestyle on other people, and there is a toxic culture around reinforcing it being okay.
shared her reasons behind launching the salon too, and they're probably what you expect.
All of our chairs are fully equipped to hold up to 800 pounds. You know, it's just it's an experience. You know, we wanted to create an environment where big women can come and feel like we treat it like royalty instead of go through discrimination like we do when we go to like regular salons that can't accommodate us. So, yeah.
Discrimination is not being able to fit in a chair, by the way. That's discrimination. It's not like, you know, with like civil rights or anything like that. It's, ma'am, you can't fit in the chair. We can't serve you.
And you use the word discrimination. Let's talk about that feeling.
Yeah.
You said you have experienced feeling very uncomfortable.
I'm going to be honest.
Or
I'm going to
feeling...
say this. People might not want to hear it, but I'm going to say it. Women need to have a come to Jesus moment where y'all need to stop gassing up these women that are eating themselves into death. There's this weird thing that I see a lot of girls do, where they constantly go and they gas up other women that are doing things that are obviously toxic, unhealthy.
Yo, when you say, is Lizzo beautiful? They're like, yeah. They're like, well, you look like Lizzo. And they're like, they get an attitude real quick.
Bad or problematic. This needs to stop. It needs to stop. And it, again, it doesn't mean make fun of them and say, oh, you're such a piece of shit, we hate you. But stop actively indulging this.
John Cena, Snackdown, Dr. Upstick. Another.
That shit was loud as fuck. Hold on.
Another drumstick.
It's so unhealthy. Mr. Donnie, yeah, because in my opinion, I think this woman, in a certain degree, is also, I mean, obviously it's her fault that this is happening, but she's liable for playing a role in this and trying to act like this is anything other than disgusting, unhealthy, and weird. I mean, I don't understand how, like, there's no other instance in life where this is normal. Like, somebody drinking sodas constantly and then going on TV shows and saying that, yeah, you should drink a 12-pack of Mountain Dew a day. Like, this person would be considered a psycho. A person who's saying you should smoke a pack of cigarettes a day would be a psycho. A person who's saying that you should drink, you know, an entire fucking 6-pack of beer would be a psycho. Why is it that being fat is somehow this socially accepted thing that nobody can criticize? It's insane. There's no logic to this at all. You see what I'm saying?
Is it ostracized because of your size at
Absolutely. I mean, regular salons that I go to before I opened my business, it was like to the point where I stopped going because I felt so uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And, you know, they couldn't, some of the salons had to turn me down because they didn't have a chair for me.
Right.
So I knew I wasn't the only big girl that went through this. So I wanted to create an environment where everybody can come and get pampered and gorgeous.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess she made her own lane. All right, she made her own lane because of that. So props to her for that.
Waxed and everything.
Outside of launching a plus-size salon, she actually launched a plus-size nightclub too, which was marketed towards the morbidly obese, seemingly as a way to normalize it. The comments on this video announcing the nightclub were pretty disturbing too, with
Beautiful club, beautiful ladies. I love BBW. And that's the other thing, is you've got a handful of guys, as always, the star of the room. And you can see Stephanie here, this is the kind of stuff you need to stop. You need to stop gassing up other
You just calling out Stephanie Marks. Yeah, that's fucked up.
people that are living unhealthy for no reason. Yeah, yes, exactly. Like there is an entire ecosystem around convincing these people to kill themselves. I don't understand it. It's crazy.
actually not just supporting the idea of the nightclub, but promoting obesity itself, including those who fetishized it. I love plus-size women. The bigger, the better.
That's right. Yep.
Obviously, these are the...
Bro. Bro, you need to stop. You have to stop. Stop it, bro. Like you need to. This is bad. Okay.
types of comments that Jamie...
All right, guys. Left to right. Left to right. This one or that one. Left to right. Left to right. Left to right. All right. Oh my gosh. Oh shit. Which one should I pick? 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 Left or right? Left or right? Left or right? Oh my gosh. Let's pick this one. Come on. Fuck. It wasn't even the one. It wasn't either one. Fuck my life.
looking to attract, which unfortunately just further entrenches the idea that there's nothing wrong with their weight because other people seem to like it. Unfortunately, as we all know, this is completely false and in all honesty, dangerous.
What a
as we've seen
surprise.
with the majority of people in this video, almost all of them have died due to some sort of heart complication, such as heart failure or a heart attack. Obesity significantly increases your risk of a heart attack by around 28%, and
Surprised
for every
it's not more.
5-point increase in BMI, it raises your risk of heart failure by a massive percent. At her
Oh my god.
Jesus.
largest, Jamie Lopez was a staggering 800.
Whoa, 800 pounds? 840 pounds? What the fuck? Wow, I didn't even know humans could get that big. What the fuck? That's
Whoa.
That's huge.
Holy God. Are you kidding me?
That's a whole lot of person.
She can't even fit in her own chairs. That's why she needed 3.
40 pounds, and if she was the average height of around 5'4", that puts her BMI at 144, putting her at huge risk of heart failure.
Oh my
Which is
God.
unfortunately exactly what happened. In December 2022, she was rushed to a Las Vegas hospital with heart complications,
Oh.
and at the age of just 37 years old, succumbed to her obesity. It's honestly terrifying to think that some of these
Jesus
influencers were
Christ.
proponents of the healthy at every size movement, which is
And now they're dead.
Yeah.
objectively incorrect and
Yep.
just downright dangerous. And if you want to see more people who live their lives at over 600 pounds but want to make a change, click the video that's on your screen now to see the most disgusting episode ever on my 600 pound life.
It's insane the fact that this shit happens, man. It
Obesity
really
is
is.
Yeah, it's pretty sad. Dude, getting that big is like, it feels like a chore to get that big. You have to eat a lot. Eating takes forever, too. Fuck. Kind of a hassle to fucking eat that long. I eat quick, you know, I'm a fast eater, like, do. And I enjoy the food, but I'm like, fuck, I'm glad it's over. I'm glad I'm done eating, you know, because it gets tiring and fuck. I'm very lazy. I'm very lazy with my eating. I'm like, let me get it over with. Anyways, let's see. Walk off after Matt and confronts them for lying. Nah. What should we watch? Ooh, Frail. Let's watch Frail. I like Frail. I know you guys like Frail too.
What is going on, Gang-a-lang?
What up, Gang-a-lang?
We are back with another video, and this is going to be another draft video, but this time around we are going to do America's tried and true lazy breakfast. Some goddamn delicious Pop-Tarts, and I am going first, followed by Barack, and lastly we got Joe. Personally, I am quite excited for this and will not let anyone in the Don's Army down, and I hope you all don't listen to any fake news. And I hope you all didn't watch that damn South Park premiere, because I plan on shutting all that down right quick.
Yo, if you guys haven't watched the South Park episode, you guys gotta go watch it. I'm tempted to play it on here, but I'm pretty sure I'll get copy strikes like crazy if I play it on here. It's so good. It's so good.
Personally thought that the episode was hilarious. They accurately depicted you, I'd say, especially down to the extremely small wang that you have.
The Don's hammer is a lot larger than that. They have no idea what they were animating or talking about.
Oh, well, about that, Donald, I actually have a confession. The Joe Dog was offered a very lucrative deal, and I took a page out of your book and sent them some very intimate photos of you from when you fell asleep first at our sleepovers. They got to see every angle, and I mean every single angle, and listen, man, it's the art of the deal. It was the easiest $5 I ever made, and to be fair, you did fall asleep first, so you were 100% absolutely asking for it.
God, what the hell, Joe? Falling asleep first does not mean I was, quote, asking for it. This is why you aren't allowed within 500 feet of me because of stuff like this, man. Why didn't you do it to Barack, too?
Oh, I did, but they said they didn't want those photos, but I sent them as a tip. You know, a tip for a tip, and they kept saying they didn't want it or need it. But the Joe Dog insisted that they take the photos.
What the hell, man? Were they at least good photos of me? Like tastefully done?
Oh, they came out beautifully, Barack. I had one pose set for you where I had you surrounded around a bunch of fruit and you looked like a king basking in glory. You looked absolutely stunning, and quite honestly, you might have a career in modeling. Donald, though, I just spread his cheeks and took some half-assed pictures. Pun intended on that, by the way, but I realized with Donald I wasn't doing it for the love of the game on. I was merely doing it for a paycheck, and it got rid of all the joy I had while doing it.
Now, what kind of excuse is that? Why weren't my photos tastefully done? What the hell? Forget this, man. Let's just get started with the draft, because with my first pick, I am going to be selecting the classic strawberry Pop-Tarts. There is nothing you can say about these, because this is the classic and everyone loves these damn things. If you try to sit there and tell me that you don't, then I know you're lying straight to the Don's face, and I will have to send your ass to the gulag.
Solid first option, and honestly one of the most reliable flavors on this list, Donald. However, I am going to go a bit crazy here and select the wild berry flavor Pop-Tarts with my first pick. See, these combine the amazingness of strawberry with some blueberry and raspberry, and while it's not as classic as the strawberry flavor, it is literally one of the best flavors here, and I have seen the light when it comes to this.
Good, Barack, come to the crazy side. It's nice and warm over here, and I will follow in your example, because damn, the Joe Dog is going to select some hot fudge with my first pick. I love the chocolate taste, and it goes in how it looks like coming out, and that's probably my favorite thing about it.
That is gross as hell, Joe, but again, to be expected from someone as vile as yourself. Well, the Don is taking off his gloves, because it seems like you two came to play. See, Barack, you can have your dumb wild berry flavor, because there's a reason why people prefer the classics, and I will continue with that theme, because my ass is picking the blueberry Pop-Tart next. Delicious ass blueberry with frosting and all is what the people remember eating, not these weird flavors like hot fudge sundae.
Okay, damn, I was hoping you wouldn't pick the classics back to back, but that's fine, because I got my sweet fruity needs met, and I will now turn to the chocolate side and pick up some cookies and cream.
Yo, the chocolate side was good. I like the strawberry one, and then I like the cinnamon one. Those are fucking good. The strawberry ones were like kind of hit and miss, but the fudge one was so good. And then the like I said, the cinnamon one was, oh, that's the banger right there.
Tarts. We all know this is basically an Oreo Pop-Tart, but they couldn't name it that. But damn, this was some milk is to twerk for. I'd thrown down against the best ass shakers in the world to have some of these Pop-Tarts in my pantry.
Well, if Barack is getting more chocolatey, then the Joe Dog has to get even more fruity, because with my next pick, I'll be going for some cherry Pop-Tarts. Now, I hate artificial cherry and candy and most things, but the Joe Dog allows it to slide with Pop-Tarts. This is a pick for the people and to show that the Joe Dog means business when it comes to this draft.
I can't imagine you ever getting more fruity than you possibly already are. But damn, what the hell, Joe? Why are you trying so hard on this freaking list? You know you hate artificial cherry.
Listen, man, the comments have not given me one dub since the start of the series, and I just want one win under my belt before I can go back to fully being the Joe Dog.
God, why couldn't you choose another freaking video to do that, man? What the hell? Well, Joe trying hard for no reason does change things a bit more, but the...
I do like... Hold on. This is the one I wanted to watch. Sorry.
What is going on, gang-a-lang? Today, we're diving mouth first into another food-related topic, but this time we're talking about the silent heroes that make our food so good. That, of course, are the various herbs, spices, and seasonings you add to your food.
You gotta go with black pepper and salt. The kings of fucking seasoning, all right?
These things actually make food.
And then the next one is garlic powder, or just garlic in general. It doesn't have to be powder. And then the next one after that is oregano, to me, personally.
It's like food, and I am adamant that unseasoned chicken is a hate crime.
Well, I mean, it depends on how you eat the chicken, because I was watching this guy on TikTok talk about his carnivore diet, and he eats a lot of raw foods. And just the other day, I was watching him eat some raw chicken. He was saying some stuff about how salmonella cures cancer and like how raw chicken tastes just like sushi and how chickens are the fish of the land. The Joe Dog didn't believe it at first, but I've been eating raw chicken and pork for the last few weeks, and I have lost so much weight that Donald should try this out. The only downside is all the vomiting and diarrhea, but aside from that, it's basically flawless.
Joe, I refuse to sully my great taste palate with some raw food, and especially raw chicken. I also don't think that listening to a random dude off TikTok is the answer, but you're probably so riddled with tapeworms and God knows what that it doesn't even matter.
Tapeworm, baby.
You're too far gone at this point, and the only thing that is probably keeping you alive is your constant ketamine abuse and your shots of Everclear, because I doubt any bacteria virus or parasite can survive a full shot of what is basically rubbing alcohol at that point. Your body has probably morphed into something other than human.
You actually bring up a good point, Donald. The parasites probably avoid Joe like the plague, because all they'll get is cardboard pizza and some terrible Joe recipes that'll leave them trembling in fear. Again, I feel like we've said this before, but scientists are going to have a field day once they get a hold of your body, Joe. Either way, let's start with a heavy hitter, because up first we got garlic powder, and this is the Swiss Army knife of flavor. You can throw it in absolutely anything. I throw it down on my pasta, meat, soup, eggs, and basically anything savory. This is an obvious S-tier entry unless you're a vampire. See, garlic powder is just to twerk for, and it makes it better than just cooking with straight garlic cloves. I hate eating some pasta or something, and then I take a bite, and it's a whole ass clove of garlic, and I immediately just taste no pasta, and it's straight pure ass. But if you got the powder, then it evenly gets distributed, and it literally solves all problems.
This is one of the goats for spices and belongs on the Mount Rushmore, but I noticed that we don't have onion powder on this list, and I just want to say, what the hell, man?
That's because people rarely complain about onion, and even then, I rather have onion slivers or diced onion rather than a garlic clove. When do you see garlic cloves on burgers? Basically never, unless you're crazy, but we see onion in all forms in almost every great burger.
Yeah, and even some noble people like the Joe Dog who enjoy fine dining love to indulge themselves on a raw onion every now and then. It's just like an apple, and I would argue that it actually tastes way better than an apple, and if you add some peanut butter to it, you have a banger of a healthy snack on your hands.
Okay, no, what the fuck? You're not Shrek, man. Why the hell are you eating some raw-ass onions? That's where I draw the line, Joe, because I'll accept raw onion on sandwiches and burgers. But I will never accept any mentally sane person eating it like a damn apple, and much less if you add peanut butter to it for whatever ungodly reason. Let's cleanse ourselves of this Joe taste in our mouth and move on to our next entry, which is basil. Fresh or dried, this is the essential ingredient of Italian cuisine.
Yep.
I swear they put this on everything because I've seen it on pizza, pasta, in pesto, and even a grilled cheese. It's herbaceous, fragrant, and soft. I have to give this a C tier. It's not universal, but it is good when used correctly.
I never understood the point of this. Like, in all honesty, it adds nothing but some green shit on my pizza, and I end up having to take it off every single time. Like, in no way should my pizza get dishonored by having some random leaves being put on it just because some lousy Italian dude thought this was a good idea.
Well, I just think that you hate it because you literally despise anything green and nutritious. But that's neither here nor there because now we're in bold territory. Our next entry is cumin, and it has got that smoky, earthy flavor. It dead-ass smells like a Spice Bazaar, but you should use it in tacos, curries, and chili. Basically anything that you want to have a slight earthy flavor to it, if that makes any sense. Just don't use too much, because then it's going to taste like complete ass, but it still gets a B tier.
Why the hell would I want something to taste earthy? You think I'm a damn vegetarian or some shit, Barack? And besides, what kind of name is cumin? Sounds like something Joe leaks when he sees a child on the playground.
I like to call it come in.
Oh my
because I know
God.
I'm going to be come in when I taste it on my food if you all catch my drift.
There was no drift to catch. You literally just said what you were going to do word for word, and you were in no way subtle about it. Like you just said you were going to come. And that's it. That was the whole basis behind your gross joke.
Nasty ass.
Either way, we got our next entry, and that is going to be some paprika. Now, with paprika, it ranges in flavor from sweet and mild to hot and smoky, depending on the type of pepper used and whether it has been smoked during processing. And because
I need to take a piss real quick. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back, y'all. Sorry about that. All right, let's get back in it.
range, and depending on where you get it, I have to give it an A tier. Could be S tier, but too inconsistent.
The Joe dog likes how it changes every time. Makes it like a surprise every time I add some to a random dish. And let me tell you all right now that some paprika on deviled eggs is the perfect finishing touch to get them banging.
Wow, that's actually the first bit of Joe food advice that isn't terrible. Well, at least for this video, because I think you've had your moments very, very, very rarely. Again, I can't emphasize how rare it is for you to have good takes when it comes to food unless you're doing the list. I swear you do it just to troll me and Donald, but either way, let's move on to your next entry. Now, let me be clear. You guys like that? Because I have that meme online where I say that and people make me clear. It's all over the internet, you guys will see it, but either way.
What?
Let me just say that salt and pepper are not just seasonings. Salt and pepper are the damn foundation where everything is built upon. There's a reason I coupled these two together, because where there is salt, there is almost usually some damn pepper, and either way, I know you guys know this was gonna go straight to the top. Like, I can't envision this dynamic duo going anywhere but S tier. There's a reason that people only use salt and pepper when seasoning their steak if they want the true flavor of the meat. I should know because I watch a ton of Guga Food.
I freaking love Guga Foods. That dude is always up to some wild-ass experiments for his steaks, and like I almost know how the video goes every single time. But he has got the formula down to a T. He dry ages the steak in something weird like soy sauce or honey, and then he makes the control, and they always have funny reactions to it. That or Guga just glazes the hell out of the steak and says we should all try it. But my ass ain't gonna waste like 10 jars of honey just so my steak is slightly more tender and sweet.
You're actually quite right about that. But I mean, if it ain't broke, then don't fix it. Kind of like with our videos, but I mean, sometimes we do give out some Joe lore, so at least we have that. Either way, up next, we have oregano, and listen, some dried oregano on pizza bangs. Listen, it bangs in a bit of things like sauces, but go too far and suddenly it tastes like your tongue's been rubbing against a tree. Still, it's versatile, and I can already imagine the amount of kids who have mistakenly smoked this thinking it was some za. And that right there is pretty funny, but it still only gets a B tier.
Now hold on now, oregano can be pretty bomb when you roll it up in a joint.
Oh my God.
Sure, it burns the hell out of my lungs and tastes absolutely awful, like the worst thing I have ever had, and makes me smell like ass. But when I run out of the vape, my options are limited.
That is possibly the worst thing I've heard. At that point, wouldn't it be better to just not smoke it at all?
Oh, Barack, you're so silly. Why would I ever do that when my lungs crave for some ash and tar to be built up inside of them?
You're right, I forgot who I was talking to. Well, up next, we got a classic, and that is some cinnamon. Sweet and spicy, and it gives you a warm feeling. In desserts, it is absolute perfection. But if you take a spoonful raw like an idiot, congratulations, you now have Joe lungs for the rest of your life. Either way, this is so elite in my horchata water that I have to give it an S tier.
Yes, sir.
I also like cinnamon gum, and I don't care what anyone thinks.
You know, speaking of cinnamon, we got to talk about how good it is in liquor, because some Fireball whiskey soothes my soul and makes me feel so warm.
Fucking Fireball, bro. So bad. Oh, it's so fucking sweet, and it tastes so, I drank a whole bottle with my buddy, like, young, and I was like, oh my God, we got so fucking drunk because of the sugar content in that bitch. That was so bad. It got so bad to the point where we're at a girl's house. She has a bunch of wigs, right? And we just saw The Dark Knight. So my boy puts on the purple wig, and he starts quoting fucking Dark Knight Joker quotes all fucking night, and we're dying, and we're laughing, and it was so bad. We were so fucked up. It was a great time.
Probably because you're actively getting intoxicated, Joe, but I suppose some Fireball doesn't hurt anyone. But knowing you, it's a lot more than some, and probably the whole bottle. At least your comment wasn't gross, so I'll take that as a win and move on to our next entry, which is parsley. Let's be honest, you just put it on stuff so it looks less sad. Like, what is the...
Yeah, it's like a what's that called? Garnish, right?
Putting in some dried parsley. Now, fresh parsley is more acceptable because it has a little peppery taste to it. But most of the time, it's not adding flavor. It's just there and belongs in C tier.
Yeah, this shit is like basil. Most of the time when I see it on a dish, I just roll my eyes because I know whoever made it was just doing too much. They were trying hard for no reason to impress the Don, and they only made me angrier with this on my food.
Oddly enough, agree with you, Donald, and I'm glad we could both shit on parsley together. But don't disrespect the fresh parsley, because that is different than dried parsley, and it barely got a C tier because of it. Unlike our last entry, because we got thyme up next, it's complex and yet subtle. You don't always notice thyme, but when it's gone, your dish tastes like you're missing a certain something and you can't quite put your finger on it. Because of that, I think I can give it a solid B tier. It can be often underrated, and maybe I'm underrating it right now, but whatever.
Time sounds like time, and I think that alone should give it a higher ranking because it's funny.
No, Joe, I will not be doing that, but either way, that's the list, and remember to season your food. And never ever trust anyone who says, I like it bland. That person is dangerous and probably a psychopath.
You know, Barack brings up a good point, because even though we don't have nutmeg on the list, I still have to say that it's one of my favorite spices. I love eating spoonful after spoonful of it because it gets me higher than a kite and I start tripping hard.
And that is definitely not healthy for you and can probably cause severe health problems, so don't do that. But yeah, I guess Joe isn't helping my case for saying that people who like bland food are psychos.
How about you psych on these nuts with Meg?
All right, let's get something else going on. Let's see. What? They got a new one? Damn, they're going at it. I kind of want to see it. Oh my God.
Everybody, welcome back to the podcast. For today's guest, we have a transgender. Please welcome in.
Yes. Hello, everyone.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Yep, that's right. You don't want to get germs.
Right.
No, you don't want to catch it.
right?
Well, I don't think I could. I just want to be careful.
Yeah.
I don't want to get AIDS.
Yeah, I know. It's tough.
So please, just in case anybody doesn't know you, introduce yourself and tell them a little bit about. And welcome today's co-host, Mike.
Hello, Mike. Yeah, Robin Tran, comedian.
What does the Tran stand for?
It's just a Vietnamese last name.
So just a coincidence?
Just a big coincidence. No one's ever actually.
Well, nice to meet you, my brother.
Yes, thank you. You see my sister. Very good. I love this. This is great.
Go ahead, finish introducing yourself.
No, this is the most effort I've seen put into a podcast for a long time, so I appreciate it. I appreciate you putting some production value into this. I'm not even being sarcastic. This is
now wonderful. This is a bit hard for me to navigate because if I'm too mean to you or something like that, I could get canceled by you know who. But if I'm not mean enough, I'm going to get canceled by my own fans. So I have to kind of walk a fine line here with also subsiding by my own morals, which is to be extremely hostile.
But I feel like, yeah, I don't think we have any overlap of a fan base. I actually don't know why you wanted me on your show. But I think I'm more scared of my fans than you are of your fans. Why don't we put it that way? So
that's probably true, but I'm just saying, like, if I was to have a civil conversation with you, not only would I be mad at myself, but my fans would be pissed.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you can be as mean as you want, you know? I give you full permission to do whatever.
Well, I'm not going to be meaner than I think is necessary or something. I mean, I'm sure our views differ, though, so maybe that will come up.
Our views? About what?
I can't imagine anything is aligned.
Yeah?
But you know what I mean.
No, tell me. What is one of your views that you don't think are aligned?
If you're such an expert on transgenders, tell me this. Who is more powerful, Megatron or Rodimus Prime? Megatron or Rodimus Prime? Don't you identify as one of those?
I've never seen Transformers. I guess the only time I see Transformers is when I'm hanging out with other trans people.
But isn't Transformers supposed to not be real?
Yeah, just, anything trans is not real, I think.
So then what's going on here?
Just you and me playing fake people,
I'm not playing fake, and I don't want you to misinterpret my views. I don't dislike trans people. I hate them.
That's right. So we are aligned.
You hate trans people?
I mean, who doesn't, right? Am I right, people? This guy knows what I'm talking about.
Don't touch him, please.
I did not touch him.
I don't want him to get AIDS either.
I don't want to get it. I don't think that's how you get AIDS, but I don't know. Maybe it's different with trans people.
It definitely could happen.
Anything could happen on this show.
Now tell me, so can you just tell me a little bit about transgenders and how you became one and all that?
Yeah, I don't know. I saw girls and I was like, I think I'm one of those. And then I said, why don't I just tell people I'm trans and then, emotionally blackmail everyone in my life and say that, if they
What do you think he identifies as?
It's an amazing co-host,
He's not a co-host. What do you think he identifies as? He certainly identifies as something he isn't.
I don't know, like Weird Al? I don't know.
Not Weird Al.
Yeah? What do you think he identifies as?
What do you think?
Just a cool dude, right?
A little dangerous, maybe?
A little dangerous?
You agree?
Mysterious.
Not mysterious.
No? Not mysterious.
What do you think he identifies as? Come on, you know it.
I don't know it. What do you want me to say? Just tell me what you want me to say.
I thought it was going to be obvious. Maybe I should have had him get the pistol. Regardless.
You want me to call him a terrorist?
Not him.
Oh.
Him.
No, I know him.
What terrorist? What, you think he's trying to look Muslim?
I think that terrorists can come in all shapes and forms.
No, he's trying to look black.
He's trying to look black.
He thinks he's black.
I don't see color, so.
You do, unless you're colorblind. You still see black and white.
I am colorblind.
Good and bad.
How do you know I'm not colorblind? You don't know that.
Well, you'll still see black and white.
That's true. I do see black and white. Yes. Okay. So
now, so you said you saw women and you just decided you wanted to be one of them because it was cool.
Yeah, I thought it was really cool. I wanted to fit in. Wanted to be one of the girls.
Now, I've thought like there were chairs that looked cool, but I didn't try to become a chair.
Facts.
You don't have one life. You can be whoever you want. You can be a chair.
I mean, I can like dress as a chair, but I would. Some people might be mad, like transgenders would be mad if they didn't refer to them as chairs.
I mean, I think that transgender people can be mad at anything. So, what?
You think they're overly offended?
Do I think trans people are overly offended?
Yes.
It depends on the race.
Depends on the race?
Yeah. I mean, I know like making fun of white people on this show is pretty easy, right? It's pretty low-hanging fruit.
Making fun of white people?
Yeah, I think
we
that's
don't really
pretty-
do that one.
You don't do that one?
No.
Then it depend. If they're white, then they're offended.
And if they're black, they're not?
I don't. What do you think?
I don't think there's many like.
Can we ask him? He's black, right?
But he's not trans.
I don't know. He won't. If you're not.
I mean, he's
if you're-
just as
Wait, hold on.
stupid, though.
If you're trans, don't say anything. See? He's trans, so.
Clearly,
I
he
mean, that's not
disagrees.
really a word.
You didn't say a word. You should say anything.
Okay, that's true.
Just to
He said,
clarify.
That is
Oh,
that is how
God.
usually people react when they see me on the street. So
How should a father react if his son comes out? A, shoot himself. B, shoot his son. C, shoot them both. Or D, shoot his wife.
I think you mean shoot his daughter. I think that's the most offensive part of this whole thing.
I
think that
don't.
he-
That's not. Well, I'm not. I don't mean that. Maybe you.
I'm
would.
more offended by that than the gun. I think the gun is a pretty cool thing. I don't know. I guess it's the wife's fault, right? That's kind of what this show.
She raised the son wrong, and now he thinks he's a wife too.
Yeah. I think that's the best answer. Maybe the whole family goes. Maybe that's the easiest way to go about this.
Is it more likely that if someone saw you, they'd think you're a transgender or a transient?
I don't think that anyone's ever seen me and wondered if I'm trans. I think I'm.
They just think you're like a crazy homeless.
They think that I'm like.
They try to offer you a quarter.
Yes, right. Yeah. Transient. Wow. What is it's like an other being? Transient? Like you transcend?
No, that's what a homeless person is. That's another terminology.
Oh, they think I'm home. No, I don't think anyone thinks I'm homeless.
No.
I don't think that there are homeless. I've never seen a homeless Asian person unless you're.
I've definitely seen some of them. What's wrong with Asian people?
What's wrong with Asian people? I mean,
What's the problem with them?
What's the problem? with
I mean,
Asian
how much time you got?
You tell me. I mean, you're Asian, and I'm wondering.
You're wondering. Well, what is your problem with Asian people?
1, 2.
What? Is something with their eyes?
I just told you that. Yeah.
You don't like their eyes
No.
are smaller? Is that what you're saying? Yeah.
I didn't say that's the reason, but we can move on if you want.
I think this is your show. We can do whatever you want.
Well, can you tell? I mean, I don't know, because when I asked that one about the son coming out and you said that you were the most offensive part, that was I didn't refer to it as a daughter.
It.
Wait,
So that's
what?
just so you know.
I was a joke. I don't care. I mean,
I'm not joking. I'm trying to be neutral, I guess.
The thing is about that question is that like the dad killing himself is just like, I mean that's just like such an easy. That would be my answer, but that's just so easy. It's not edgy enough.
I'm not asking about age. I'm saying, were you actually offended when I called the son still?
No, not really.
So you don't care if someone misgenders you?
No, not. I don't really care that much.
It
No.
wouldn't be offensive?
I don't know if it would. I mean, I don't know if it's not offensive. It just wouldn't offend me. Something that doesn't offend me.
Would
doesn't
it
mean it's not
bother
offensive.
you?
It depends on the situation, I guess.
What would be the context where it might bother you?
I think if I'm like on a set for something, but it's not really about gender. It's more like, come on, you should fucking know who I am. I'm Robin Tran. It's more of an ego thing. But if I'm just on the street and I don't
That
really...
makes sense. That makes sense. Like, you hired me to be on a show. You better fucking call me a bit. You better fucking call me a girl. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what I'm representing. But if it's someone on the street that don't know him that well, it's like, who fucking cares? That makes sense.
any effort, I would, if I got mad, I would get mad at everyone.
when they think of Robin Tran, what are they supposed to think? Like, be careful?
Yes, that's what everyone thinks when they see me, is to be careful. No, I guess I don't really get fixated on the gender, the misgendering very much.
This guy's funny as fuck, bro. All right, let's keep going.
And do you think the other transgender people should focus less on that?
I think that the other trans people should do what they want. I don't like to speak on behalf of a whole group.
Why not?
Because I'm not white.
Because I'm
yeah,
not
but
white.
I speak on behalf of like whoever I'm initiating myself as at some time.
Whichever race you are at the day. What race are you?
Well, I'm white, so
Oh.
I guess I speak on behalf of white people often.
Well,
or
yeah, that's
Jews.
because you're white.
Well, yeah, and I think that's fine. I mean, I'm just, it's fine if a different white person disagrees with me, but there's only one white guy in the room that's gonna talk right now. So I'm just with like, as a white to a, whatever that thing is you are, I'm trying to understand here.
Okay. I think that. I don't know. I think I'm just more relaxed than a lot of trans people, but I don't know. That's
Is that because you're a comedian, or what do you think?
I think that's because he has to
The
be.
parents were accepting.
I don't know. Accepting is the word. They're not unaccepting. I don't know. Probably. I don't know. I just like grew up on Eminem probably, and it kind of just taught me like, oh, you just kind of laugh at anything. So.
On Eminem?
Yeah, I would say
The
like
rapper?
Eminem. Yeah, the rapper. Yeah.
And he made you trans?
Yeah, Eminem is one of the reasons I'm trans. Yeah.
How did that happen? I mean, I liked Eminem.
I guess you liked them until now, right? Until you found out I liked them.
Well, I don't know. Maybe he's actually. I don't know. Maybe he has a bad influence. I don't really know.
He has a song.
Not
called-
like I don't like him because you like him. I mean,
yeah, he has a song called "Bad Influence." It's pretty good.
Why did he make you trans?
I don't know. Just he dressed up in drag a lot.
Is that real? Did he really
There's
do
a lot.
that?
If you like look up Eminem in drag, he's dressing. There's a lot of pictures of him in trans. I actually think Eminem is trans, and that's not a joke. I really think he's trans.
Well, clearly not. Why do you think was a woman?
Yeah, I think he's like a lesbian woman.
You think he was? No, I don't understand. I don't do that game. I'm saying you think he was born a woman.
I don't know if he was born a woman, but I think he is like a trans woman who doesn't know that he's trans. Like I think he the way he raps about how much he loves women, it's not like the way a straight guy would rap about how much he likes
It's how all those black people rap, and I don't think those black gangsters like this dude, or what this dude wants to be, I don't think they like trans people very much.
You don't think so?
I don't think so. I would tell you to go to Compton and find out for yourself.
Yeah?
They would beat your ass.
I'll do that. I'll make sure to do that.
How do you think they would treat you there?
They'd fuck them up.
I think they would laugh. Yeah, I think they would find me very funny. Kind of, point at me and laugh a lot.
Should transgenders be allowed at Burger King?
I think they should be allowed. I don't know if they should eat there.
Why is that?
Not the best food.
And why is it that when men want to become women, it's okay, but when I'm having a conversation with the refrigerator people, I'm crazy?
Facts.
I actually think that if you are talking to a refrigerator, then you have a good reason to.
Not a refrigerator, the refrigerator people.
The refrigerator people.
I don't know how to answer this one.
Not just ordinary refrigerators. I'm not crazy, obviously.
Yeah, like a refrigerator with like hands and legs.
No, the
and
one
a
that
head.
talks to me, obviously.
You have a refrigerator that talks to you?
Yes.
I don't know.
Multiple.
Maybe I don't know who am I to say who's crazy, right? I look like this. You talk to refrigerator people.
Well, I'm one to say I think you're crazy.
I validate you. I think you can think I'm crazy. I do not think you're crazy. I think that people should respect your choices to talk to refrigerator people.
I don't not respect your choice. I think you should be allowed to do whatever this is. But I still think you're crazy.
That's okay. I am
not in a rude way. I think I mean, if somebody thought I was crazy for talking to the refrigerator people, I don't know why they would think that, but I think it makes sense why they might think I'm crazy if they thought that wasn't real.
I mean, I am crazy.
You are crazy?
Yes.
What, outside of this or just...
Yeah, absolutely. I'm fucking insane. Why do you think I did this show? Anyone who does a show and knows what it is probably a little crazy.
Why do you say that?
This is like just, I don't know, putting yourself through this.
I think it's a great press opportunity for people.
I do too. Yeah, I did say yes because I saw your subscriber count. I saw you, actually, the first time I saw you was, it was Red Bar.
That's the realest thing. I saw your subscriber account, so I say yes, bro. That's the realest thing you can say to somebody.
Of you.
Red Bar?
Yeah, you and David Lucas. And there was, he says hi, by the way. Red Bar says hi to you.
Well, tell him I say hi.
I will tell him you said hi. Yeah, we dated a little bit. It didn't work out. He said
no, he's not gay.
No, he's not. No, he said that he only dates trans women with vaginas.
Trump passed a new law banning transsexuals from joining the military. What the hell is wrong with him? Why don't we just send those motherfuckers to war?
Yeah, one of the few good things that Trump did.
I don't understand why.
Thank you, Mr. President.
And then they were mad at him. It's like everybody is on the wrong side. They were
I
mad
agree.
and they wanted to be in the military.
Yeah.
I really don't understand.
This is one of the few instances where you kind of hit the nail on the head.
But you
I think-
implied that that's one of the only things he's right about.
Yeah, you should actually ask Trump why he.
You're
won't
not a
just
big
do
Trump guy.
I don't know.
Get it, Trump guy.
I know I heard you. It's good. Trump is, I think Trump is, I don't think he's funny, but I agree with his politics. So.
Which politics do you agree with and which do you not agree with?
Right. Which one do you like?
I don't know, all of them. I've not watched the news in a while, so I haven't kept up.
Why is he not allowed to play high-stakes poker games at my house for profit?
It should be okay. Is it not okay?
It's not legal for some reason. I don't understand why. Just because they have a bigger building, they get to do it and I don't.
I think that's a travesty. I think it should be illegal for you to do anything you want with your life.
Well, I guess it's not really with my life. It's sort of with others. But you know what? I mean, I agree that it should be legal.
Yeah. Yeah. So I just think it's fucked up that am I giving you what you need? I don't know. I feel like I'm not sure how I'm doing on this thing.
What do you mean?
Just there's no reaction to anything, so I'm not.
What would you think if a whale told you he was a chicken?
If a what told me?
A whale told you he was a chicken.
I would have to, just to be morally consistent, I would have to say, you're a chicken, I can't.
Right, now
I
be
can't,
honest,
I can't,
not morally consistent.
I can't. No, I can't be a hypocrite. That's the thing. I can't be a hypocrite.
I know, that's why it's a great question, because
can't be
the
you're
first
gonna
reaction would be trying to decipher how you're talking to a whale.
Yes, right.
And then second of all, you'd be like, wow, he's obviously not a chicken.
Well, I think if you're talking to refrigerator people in this world that you've built, then whales can talk. So
yeah,
I didn't
but
want
the refrigerator people are refrigerators.
Okay.
They're not trying to tell me they're freezers.
That's
if a whale told me he would.
He's not saying the wrong things right now.
And I think my first reaction is, holy shit, a whale is talking to me.
Right, I agree.
And the second is be like, you know what? If you need my help, people would be me. That's a whale telling me he's a chicken. That's exactly how it sounds.
Yeah, but you wouldn't believe the whale. You'd be like, holy shit. Once you process that you're talking to it.
What I would say is, I'm like, even though you're a chicken, just remember that you're also brave. You're not like actually a chicken. You're a chicken, but you're not a chicken.
So you would be honest with the whale and you'd be like, hey, brother, that shit's not right.
Yes, I would be like,
yeah,
you're brave, therefore you're not a chicken, but you are a chicken. That's my final answer.
Hey guys, sorry for the interruption. I have to let you know that today's episode is sponsored by HelloFresh.
He's saying how ridiculous that is. All right.
By plan. Thank you, HelloFresh, for giving him some food. Hello. When someone turns transgender, is it similar to when Satan fell from an angel to the devil?
Oh my God.
It's funny. I think this question, a lot of trans people would ironically identify as like satanic and gothic.
You're Satanist?
I don't know. I don't really believe in any of it. I think it's all kind of gay, like all the religions, including Satanism.
You're saying it's gay?
Yeah, all of them. Satanism.
Are you gay, by the way?
I'm pretty gay.
Because I don't know how you determine, are you you date men?
No.
You date women?
Yeah, I would say every group except for cisgender men I'm into.
You're into gay men?
No. I'm not into. If they're gay and cisgender, I'm not. I just don't like men who were born with penises, but I'm into every other group of people.
What does that even mean? Men who are born? I mean,
cisgender.
Anyone not into men?
I'm not into. Yeah,
that's good, by the way. I'm happy for you.
Yes, it is nice to not be into men. As I feel like it's a gift that I have.
Well, you have two strikes.
So wait, okay. So this transgender dude is not into guys that are. So he's not gay. I'm so confused. The trans dude is saying he's gay, but he's not gay for dudes. What? Make this make sense.
I thought you only had one. I'm surprised with your answer. I just don't know what even you're trying to say. You're into men if they're gay?
No, I'm
You're into men if they're pretending to be women?
Yeah, I think that. Yeah, if a guy has a pussy, then I would be like, okay, that's fine. You know?
Yeah, but those two things are mutually exclusive. You know what I mean?
I mean, according to you.
I don't think so.
I'm into what I'm
I mean,
into.
I can drill a hole into my hand. I'm still gonna be a, you know. Yeah. I mean,
What did you finish that sentence? What were you gonna be? You can drill a hole into your hand, and what is that?
I would still be a man. I wouldn't have like a female genitalia. I'd have a hole though in my hand, I guess.
But you did add a hole into your body, so I mean that does mean.
But it doesn't function the same way. Like, it's not like able to. That hole he drilled in his hand is not able to give birth, right? What am I missing here?
Kind of trans.
See, that's I guess where we disagree because that's not how I view things.
Yeah.
I mean, have you undergone surgery?
No, I've not done anything. I've pretty much not done anything that you're supposed to do.
So this is a recent thing for you?
No, I've been out for 10 years now.
You just don't have the money for it?
I guess I'm too lazy to do any of it, and that's why I don't care if I get.
So if you don't care about it at all to actually go through with it, then why are you doing any of it at all?
Right.
I don't know. It feels good. I like it. Makes me money. I don't know.
This makes you money?
I think it's easier sometimes to get booked. You know. I mean,
what does that mean? Booked for like what?
I don't know, this show, for instance. I don't know if you would have me on if I wasn't trans, right?
That I guess might be true. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think. Like, why else am I on this thing? I'm the least famous person you have on. I don't know.
I've had on random people before.
What?
Every once in a while, I like to have on random people. Like
random people? Yeah.
I've had on a McDonald's worker.
Yeah.
Uber drivers.
Yeah, it was like Charlemagne the God, Howie Mandel. I'm like looking through this thing. David Lucas. Funny episode. That was great.
I mean, he was on it too, I guess.
Yeah. $10,000, huh? Do you ever give him that $10,000?
Of course not.
Okay, good.
Do you think transgenderism is a mental illness or is it normal?
No, I don't know if it's either of those things. I don't know. I think the whole. Oh God, I don't want to give any serious answers on this.
See,
why not? I mean, it's a serious show.
Oh, I don't know. I think.
Whoa, he just called him not serious, bro. What? I was kidding.
It's like transgender. I got high on mushrooms once. I was like, oh, I think transgender is this.
That's when you became trans, when you were high on mushrooms?
No, it was when I had a epiphany about like maybe trans has just been like part of the atmosphere for a long time, and some people just are in it and some people aren't. You know, it's kind of like that. I just kind of inhaled it in some way. I don't know if that makes any sense. I was high on mushrooms, so it made sense when I was on mushrooms. But
I guess, I mean, if we were all high on mushrooms, I'm sure we'd be more accepting of trans people because then we'd all be a little crazy. But
yes, right.
I'm talking about the real world. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't think transgenderism is a mental illness, but I will say that personally, I am mentally ill, and it has nothing to do with being trans. I just got very unlucky that I have a lot of mental illnesses, and I just happen to be trans.
Do you think being transgender is a mental illness the same way I guess being a schizophrenic is?
No, I don't think so.
Why not?
I think because it's a choice at that point, right? That's what I would say if I were trans. Like, you're choosing to be something, and you're not like schizophrenic where you're kind of forced to be it. I don't know.
I don't know. I think it's just I just don't. I think trans people have a little more like insight than schizophrenic. Actually, schizophrenic people are only.
I mean, yeah, but schizophrenic, that's like the bottom of the list. I mean, like.
You know that actually in
is transgender like rheumatoid arthritis?
Schizophrenics in other countries are actually, they have positive thoughts in their head. It's only in America that it tells you to kill people and do sets on. But like if you're in,
I don't think that's true at all.
You should look it up. Everyone like go online, look it up.
I don't know. It's just when there's schizophrenics in like, you know, Africa, and they end up like getting a hold of an AK and shooting people. They don't think he's schizophrenic. They just assume he's just like everybody else. They don't know how to. You know what I mean?
No, they measure schizophrenics, and it's like
they don't have. They're not able to measure them. There's no technology over there.
I'm sorry. You're right. I concede the point to you.
You think like in Africa they're like measuring schizophrenia? The more crazy you are, the more powerful they think you are.
Is that right?
That's I think how it works. Yeah.
Well, I think you're the expert here, so I'll defer to you.
Why do transgenders pay so much money to have their penis removed when they can do it at home for free?
I'm not going to disagree with you there. I think that every trans person should be like DIY, do it yourself.
Oh my
You know,
God.
hormones and surgery.
Now the reason
Fine.
I agree with that is because it's likely that they'll have a lot of blood loss and die.
Oh my
Is that why? Wow. Well, at least we both agree, but for the wrong reasons, right?
What's your reason? Just to save money?
Save money.
But you know they'll end up having blood loss and dying, right?
You know what? I think that there's ways to prevent that from happening, and just fingers crossed. But I respect your
Why do people like Pulp Fiction so much? Isn't it about Jim killing Bob because he talked to James about John?
Is that what Pulp Fiction's about?
I didn't get it. I watched like a trailer for it, and that's what I understood. I don't understand why people like it so much.
It's a great film.
But that's a pretty simple plot line. I don't understand.
I like that Samuel L. Jackson,
Will Smith?
shoots, and Will Smith. That's right. One or the other. He shoots people, and Uma Thurman's in it. She gets an OD. It's pretty good movie. Really funny stuff.
Now, do you think we should find a cure for transgenders?
What kind of cure? What do you mean? Like
I have an idea for a cure. I don't think we can do it though.
Okay, I want to hear your idea.
Is bear mace?
Bear mace them?
Yeah.
You think it would like scare them out of it?
I think they're gonna not tell. Once I do that, they're not gonna keep telling me they're trans. That's for sure.
I do think that would be kind of the scenic route of stopping transgenderism. Is you would have
Scenic?
to.
What do you mean?
It would just take a long time doing it one by one. I think.
Not
that
if we fucking round them up. You know what I mean?
Oh, you're right, but that would take a long time too. You
Why
understand?
not? Why?
I don't know, just the logistics of it. I don't know how that would work.
Is there a lot of you things out there?
I think that more people are. Yeah, I think there's more trans people out there than we realize.
More than 1 million.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh wow.
I know. Isn't that horrifying?
There's no way that's true. Then what is there like? There might be if there's like if there's 0.25% of people that are trans, that might be. It could be even more actually.
Yeah, because like there's like 7 billion people. So yeah.
I'm talking about just in America.
Just in America. Yeah, I don't know. I think that I just think that there's more trans people than we realize, and a lot of people don't know they're trans.
Okay, so then it is a mental thing. If somebody is trans but doesn't know they're trans, then it's like being schizophrenic and not knowing you're schizophrenic. You know what I mean?
Do schizophrenics not know they're schizophrenic? Are you sure about that?
That kind of that's also mutually exclusive.
Because I think that they would probably know that I have voices in my head that aren't there, right?
You think they know that they're not there?
Yeah, I think so.
They wouldn't. Then they would just be normal.
No, but they were like.
I mean, I'm
but
not schizophrenic because when I hear people talking in my head, I'm able to usually differentiate it.
That's what I mean. I think that you're one of the good ones.
I'm not schizophrenic. I'm just normal, and I can, decipher what's real and what's not.
How do you do that?
I guess when I see you, for example, I'm second guessing myself. Like,
You're second guessing yourself. You're like, why did I have this person on? Why do I have an?
not like, why am I having you on? Like, is this a real thing in the world? But I mean, most of the time with him too. I mean, this guy thinks he's black, but most of the time I can differentiate people whether they're real or not.
And you can't tell if I'm real or not.
I'm like 99% sure.
Then we have.
I'm not 100 on it.
I think we feel the same way about the other person, so that's good, right?
I don't. And I'm not saying you're playing a character. I'm saying I don't know if you're implying about me. I'm saying I don't actually know if you're real right now, or if I'm dreaming. Like I don't know if you've noticed, but I keep poking my hand.
I have gotten high before and looked in the mirror and went, "There's no way you're a real person."
You see what I mean?
Yes, I know.
So imagine it from my perspective.
I know. I mean, I don't know. You know what? I don't have to see myself all day, so I have the utmost sympathy for you.
You'd be pissed.
I would be mad at how turned on I am. Like why do I want to?
No, you wouldn't. You know what? You're crazy, so maybe. But I mean, that's obviously not my perspective.
It's obviously not.
Is it okay to send angry dogs on trans?
I don't know. Define okay. I guess. I don't think
Morally
it's okay.
righteous.
I don't think it's morally okay to do that with any person.
Yeah, I agree. Any person, it's like I'm not gonna do that to a normal guy. Any guy, you know.
Any guy, is it okay to sick dogs?
The police sick dogs on criminals.
Right, and you think trans people are criminals because
They're not criminals because criminals are according to the law. I think they're
Right.
moral criminals.
moral criminals?
Yes.
Okay. I thought you were gonna go with you thought that lying was a crime. So,
It's not a crime.
I am
Or
against.
I'd be in jail.
I am against sicking dogs on trans people. Just
Why?
want everyone to, because I think it is morally wrong.
Can you differentiate that from me? Why we disagree?
I think it is wrong to sick dogs on any alive thing, whether they're
Even
real.
a
Is it okay to sick a dog on a? I guess that is okay if you want to sick dogs.
So then you're.
So like half the comedians you've had on here, like it's okay to sick dogs on them, is what I'm
I
saying.
mean, if they're I agree. I think if somebody's a
Exactly, that's why I'm saying half the comedians you've had on here. It's okay.
Are you referring to someone specific? You can say whoever you want.
I didn't say nothing, you know.
Well,
He's getting scared because he's a comedian. He's like, oh, I gotta deal with these people in real life.
You're clearly like vying for someone.
Vying for someone.
Who is it?
You guys know who you are.
I don't know who they are.
I know.
I'm not really too tuned in with, like, who's sexually assaulting people. And it's like the day before the episode, but I'll just forget that after.
Well, you can put two and two together.
Can you tell me? Because now I'm curious.
I don't want to get sued, you know.
Just say it's alleged.
Alleged. All right. You guys know.
And by the way, guys, I've been having a little trouble booking guests, as you can tell. So if you want to help me out, I'm just putting a bounty out there. If you can give me Dr. Lee, I will give you $1,000 as a bonus. I saw some other creators doing that, so I'm just gonna try that as well. $1,000 for anyone who can get Dr. Lee on the show.
Who's Dr. Lee?
You don't know him?
Bobby Lee?
No, not Bobby Lee.
Oh, okay.
Dr. Lee.
No.
Not. I mean, they're completely unrelated.
Okay.
Dr. Lee is not Asian.
Oh, got it. Wow. Okay. Didn't see that coming.
Oh, why? Because Lee is usually a last name.
Yeah, I think so.
I think it's just his middle name. He just doesn't go by his last name. I don't know.
Okay. You put bounties on people's heads on this show? You
Just to get them on the show. This is my first time trying it out.
Okay. Is that legal?
I'm not offering people to kill them.
Okay.
Do you think a transgender president would be good for the economy?
Ooh,
I don't know.
That's funny.
I mean, I would love to see it because I think it would be really funny. But I don't know. Maybe.
What would be funny? The fall of civilization?
Yeah, actually, it would be very funny to see things fall apart. I don't know. Good for the economy. I don't know. I think that a lot of free surgeries would cost a lot of money.
And you think that's something they would target?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Do you think that? I mean, I don't believe in free healthcare to begin with.
You don't?
No, because my goal in life is to become a guy who owns a healthcare business.
Okay.
So it's like when you were talking about just being morally consistent about the chicken and the whale. It's like I'm being morally consistent, so I for me it's okay. But do you think? I imagine you think healthcare should be free.
I did until I met you. You're such a nice guy. If you want your own healthcare thing and you're so nice and you've been so nice to me,
right?
Then I have to rethink.
Do you think it should be covered?
I think that. Well, I
trans surgery. I mean.
I think that everything should be covered. Well, I thought until about 5 minutes ago.
You think everything should be covered, like a nose job and a hair transplant?
Everything, yeah, everything.
Yeah, and I think everybody should have $1 billion in a mega mansion. But let's be for real. Obviously, there's so many resources. I mean, if you, I'll let you say. I don't care. Say whatever you want. But should we give the trans surgery instead of like helping with the cancer?
I would want to help with both.
I know, but like,
if you had to choose,
there's only so many doctors.
There's only so many dollars.
Yeah. Dr. Lou.
I had to pick one or the other. It just depends on the person.
What would that depend on?
If I like them or not.
I guess technically you could argue that you're saving both of their lives because I've heard arguments that it's more likely that the trans person will kill themselves. Yeah. Actually, no, I heard the opposite. They're more likely to kill themselves after the surgery. Is that true?
Oh,
I've not heard this statistic. I think that you probably know more about.
I
trans
heard it
people
from the
than-
Daily Wire, so I just
okay. That is a reputable source. Yeah, it sounds like you know more about this stuff than I do. Tell you the truth, I don't really do a lot of research.
I know about as much as someone who watches like YouTube shorts where the libtards are getting owned, but I don't
Owned.
actually fact check my info. I just hear it and I go with it.
You and I have that in common too. We have a lot in common. Common ground, you and me. Isn't that nice?
I don't think we have common ground at all.
You're right. I apologize.
What did you think we had in common for a second?
People, being ignorant and
I'm not ignorant.
being fake people.
I'm not fake at all. I mean,
I'm sorry. I know you're not. This is genuine.
this is a real hair. Everything is real. I mean, the thing,
This is not. This is
that's what I'm trying. That's
exactly.
why I
Just
mentioned
a
this in specific.
Really shitty wig I got on.
Yeah, but why would you put that on? I know you're trans and you want to look like a woman, but that doesn't make you look like a woman. That makes you look like a crazy person.
Right.
I just wanted to fit in the vibe of the show.
I saw you wearing that on other things too.
What did you see me wearing this on?
I looked up your thing just to make sure I knew who I was having on, and you were wearing that same wig.
On what? What did you see me on? Tell everyone.
I'm not gonna give you a shout out on
Please,
Instagram or
no,
something.
yeah, no, tell.
But I just saw you doing. I don't remember. Maybe an interview. I don't know.
Yep. I don't know. Just it makes.
I'm
me
saying you're
feel-
not doing this for the show here.
I like the wig.
Why?
But if you don't like it, I can take it off if that's what.
I mean, I just think your goals aren't aligning with your actions. I mean, if you want
Oh.
to look like a woman, I don't think that's the way to go.
How would I go about it? Do you have any advice for me?
My advice would be to check yourself back into reality.
Okay.
And start looking more like a man.
Okay.
But if I
Well,
was to advise you on how to look like a woman,
Yes.
I would recommend you to, I guess, get a better wig. I mean, you just look like
It is-
a guy with dirty hair.
It
you
is.
know?
It is a $40 wig on Amazon that I have not washed. This is the effort.
How
that I
long
put
have you
in.
not washed it for?
Like, I don't know, a few months now. I have never washed it since I bought it. I don't know how to get the wig shampoo and stuff. I'm just kind of lazy. So, yeah.
Are you recognizing that that's a crazy thing to do? Walking
Yeah.
around with it. Yeah, I know, but I mean, I guess you agree with it, so it's tough to argue.
Does that suck? I mean, do you want me to? I mean, I think you want to debate.
I knew you weren't going to debate me. I mean, anybody who would be willing to, like anybody who's going to end up debating me on it seriously is just going to leave after 7 minutes. So I knew that wasn't where this was going. I'm just trying to understand because I feel like you're not being totally honest. I feel like you do disagree with me in some factors here.
I disagree. I don't know. I guess I don't really want. I don't expect anyone to agree with anything I say. I think I don't really care either way. I feel what I feel, and everyone else feels what they feel, and I don't know who am I to say who's right or wrong.
Would you call him the N-word if he asked you to? Because that's what he identified as.
I don't know. I mean, I think it's
a good question.
He would have to ask me.
Go ahead, yeah. He would have to ask you?
Yeah.
Well, I'm his boss, so I'll ask you on his behalf.
I asked to come from him.
Okay, fine. It's coming from me. Can you call me the N-word? Because I now identify as black. I'm black too, my brother.
I don't know. I would prefer to call you Matan.
That's not what I identify as.
That's too bad.
Facts.
You know?
I identify as Jamarcus.
Well, I am going to be morally inconsistent and deny your identity.
Why not? You were implying that if he asked you himself, because you thought he wouldn't talk, that he would do
Well,
it.
because
but then
I-
when
because-
I flipped it on you.
Because I believe him and I don't believe you.
Yeah, but you can tell that he's obviously, the one with more issues in his head than me. So why would you respect his craziness?
I don't know if that's true. I don't know. I
Take
feel like
one
you
look
guys,
at this
I think
guy.
you guys are equally insane.
I'm trying to think of how to word this. If somebody is crazy for other reasons, are you less likely to take them seriously if they're trans, like long neck?
Long neck? Is that who's long neck?
The guy with the long neck? He won America's Got Talent?
Oh, I don't know who this is. Am I less likely to? I guess it would. It all
You
depends
didn't
on
see
if
what
I.
he did on America's Got Talent?
What did he do?
He like shifted his neck around and then made like a circle and he did a knot with his neck.
I didn't see that. No,
Really?
I didn't see
Do
it.
you
no.
want to meet Long Neck? Because we're gonna end the episode here to have on Long Neck, so you'll run into him outside.
Okay. I can't wait. Thank you so much. That's so nice of you to bring a celebrity to meet me. I didn't know you liked me
Well-
so much.
Nice to meet you.
It was nice to meet you too, right? You don't want to get AIDS, right?
I just don't want to get. I mean, there's probably other things I don't know about. That's just the most
Okay.
common one.
Yeah. Okay.
Like I don't want to get like hepatitis or something.
Okay. I respect your decisions there. So this is it?
That's it, yeah.
Is I get the fuck out of here?
I guess, yeah. Well, just let Long Neck know how to.
Where do I walk?
I guess through that door.
Which one? This one?
Yep.
This is the door?
He didn't really storm off though, so he's fine. Oh man. Well, that was a lot of Matin today, Matan. Oh, what? Anyways, I guess we'll just end it right there. I'm just playing this game on the side. Oh, that was fun. I like this guy. I'll keep him on my radar for future streaming. Future streaming, like tomorrow and stuff like that. Kind of want to do one more, but I don't know what. This is too long. But I'll definitely come back to Maton. Alright guys, I guess we'll just end it right there. That was fun. I'll be on tomorrow. I'm going to try to keep it consistent now that I figured out the glitch and the unfreezing of my stream. Because I think it was a storage space situation. There happened to be like a big video, I guess, that OBS recorded on accident. Sorry, I'm like hiccuping right now. I recorded a big ass video and then it was messing up my memory. So finally, I took it off the storage and everything's working fine now. So it was like a 2-day ordeal. It was frustrating because I wanted to stream, but it kept glitching and I was like, I can't. And I was already tired, so I didn't want to deal with it at the time. So finally today I was just messing around with the computer, seeing what's going on, and that's what happened. And I just did a stream earlier just to test it out, and turns out that was the case. My stream kept going smoothly. I was really happy. So actually I saw this video down here that I'm down to watch before I go. It was something about where is it? It was the controversial, it was the South Park episode that I've been telling you guys about. I'm trying to find out where it went. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where the fuck? I just saw it. I hate when this happens. Where'd it go? I would do girlfriend review. Fuck it. We'll end it with this one. She's pretty good.
Mario Kart World gives men a free pass to call their girlfriend a fat cow. To be fair, I was being a pretty fat cow and had just moments earlier called him an ugly chicken, pencil neck. It's a party game. Getting mad at the people you love, that's really rude, is for fun. It's really rude to do that to your own wife. This franchise has always been about bringing families together. To bully one person in particular for having the nerve to think they might win at something and know happiness. That humbling experience is the literal definition of Mario Kart when used as a verb. So saying, I got Mario Karted is no different than saying, my closest friends formed a single file line to slap the smile off my face.
Everything's going on.
Mario Kart World feels like Nintendo saw how popular that meme was, read all the feedback from gamers who hate getting Mario Karted, then did everything possible to make sure it only happens to everyone, constantly.
The competition is gearing up, so be on the lookout non-stop, virtually everywhere in this Mario Kart world. You'll be eliminated.
First, they doubled the number of players, like...
I want every gun we have to fire on that man.
Damn. There's 24 characters on the fucking road now? That's crazy. That's a lot.
Then they turned each course into a straight shot across wide open fields. And by stitching one track's finish line to another track's starting line, Nintendo realized a new track could be born. Long and terrible as the digestive tract of a human centipede, and with the same surgical precision to make you eat over and over and over like... It is genius. I love it. It's genius because it invites anyone, no matter their skill level, to get behind the wheel and back in the game. I can actually play Mario Kart with my boyfriend now.
Damn, you're up there, girls. I'm telling you, Shelby and this lobster, there's something about it.
And he was there, Gandalf. He was there 3,000 years ago when the races began on Super Nintendo. Which is why I've never reviewed what it's like to live with someone who plays Mario Kart. Because I could only tell you what it's like to live with someone who's played every Mario Kart, and that video would just be a single meme like... Ending every 200cc gauntlet in 12th place doesn't feel like a party. Just look at Lakitu. He's worried sick about this. But those are old Mario Kart vibes. Here's Lakitu getting 12th place in Mario Kart World. What is the exact opposite of worried sick? Tickled silly? He's tickled silly about this. These are the new Mario Kart vibes. But that doesn't mean Mario Kart World is a baby game handing out participation trophies to any pervert using tilt controls. Even if my boyfriend got 12th place, you could ask him how it went and he'd be like,
"Ask me, I think it went pretty well."
And herein lies the true genius of Mario Kart World, because yes, it lowers the skill level required for new players to enter the race, but it subtly raises the skill level required for old players to maximize their performance. That means I can enjoy Mario Kart as God intended. Fat cow coming through. And my boyfriend can enjoy Mario Kart as Tony Hawk intended. Tricking is back. Yeah. And what used to be a cute little thing to do, like skateboarding in the 80s, is now a super athletic, super dangerous thing to do.
Oh no, I missed.
Like skateboarding today. And my boyfriend can spend hours practicing the most intricate shortcuts Nintendo has ever dared him to take. At least put on a helmet!
Damn,
That's
was crazy.
a cheeseburger. There we go. Then take them online like...
What are you doing? Light speed skipping. Pretty good.
How do you know how to do that?
Can't stop Luigi.
Last jump, maybe forever. Hold on!
Luigi not happy.
Clearly he's better than me, but I'm gonna do better because I stay on the road. Obviously don't drive off the road. Why are you underneath the road? Where are you? Are we even playing the same game? Now, while I do see being able to place ahead of my boyfriend as a win for both myself and the Mario Kart franchise as a whole, that doesn't mean I've ever actually won one. Especially not online, where the karts I'm good with offline suddenly start running like a dream. Sorry, I mean like legs in a dream. Then, when I'm finally about to pull it off, crushing slow pokes left and right, shrooming on the inside, suck my banana, yeah! Come see!
What?
I got first place.
It says third place.
What? Never mind, this game sucks. Mario Kart World. World implying some big adventure. But how does Nintendo reward all the little boys and girls who save up a whopping $80 to explore this world?
Well, I think I've got the perfect thing for him or her. Stickers!
Stickers for missions. Stickers for question blocks, stickers for Peach medallions, stickers for coins, stickers for driving. Every 100 feet, new sticker, new sticker. Then you're only allowed to stick one sticker at a time, and you can't even stick them where you want. That's the best part of stickers. That's what a sticker is. The only other unlockables
Here's a rainbow sticker.
Enough with the stickers! The only other unlockables are characters you meet as you travel through different parts of the world, such as Donkey Kong and DK Spaceport, who you must beat in a race on his home turf. That sounds fun and makes a lot of sense, because I made it up. The industry leaders at Nintendo had a dream that characters would be unlocked by eating bags of food off the ground. But Nintendo, which bags of food unlock which characters?
Nobody knows.
So what makes eating random food bags more fun than collecting outfits in a normal way, like buying them with coins in Crown City's fashion district?
Nothing.
You'd think Nintendo would have better ideas for an open-world driving game set in the Mario universe.
And yet we won't.
At least I can still unlock Mirror Mode by beating all the cups in Grand Prix, right?
If it were only so simple.
What? Then how do I unlock Mirror Mode?
Nobody knows.
Well, I really want to race as that sweet little ghost. What's her name, Peepee?
Peepa.
Yeah, Peepee. How hard is it to unlock her without farming Kamek items for 2 hours by myself?
Impossible.
Ugh, can I just do a P for Peepee? Why'd you even put 394 of these missions in the game?
It's a simple number that everyone will remember.
Okay, and what about the number of laps per course? How many laps will we drive around each one?
Sometimes 1 and sometimes 3.
In conclusion, I guess it's just a testament to the Mario Kart formula that a launch title this undercooked and expensive is still the most fun I've had gaming with my boyfriend in years. Thanks for watching, guys, and thanks for your patience. We hope Season 2 of Girlfriend Reviews was worth the wait. Let us know what games deserve an episode, or just tell us how you're doing in the comments below. If you really want to support our channel, you can also subscribe, join our Patreon, and stick around for a word from this delicious sponsor. Are you feeling a bit hungry after that? You know what we should have? A delicious meal from
Shit. Alright. I'm out of here, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Fuck Nintendo. And fuck you. No, I'm just kidding. Just end the stream like that. That'd be gang. I should have done it. Alright, guys. Peace out.